What's up with y'all, man? It is a beautiful day, man. Trump is back in office. I was supposed to live stream all this stuff uh, yesterday, but I was handling some business. But I'm here to do a recap, man. Uh, Congratulations to Donald Trump, JD Vance. Well deserved, man. We've been going through a lot, man, these past 4 years. So Donald Trump says, "Welcome to the golden era." So uh, I believe a lot of things gonna change, man. He's been signing executive orders like he said he was gonna do, um, closing the border up, releasing some of the January 6th, as he say, hostages and all kind of different things, man. It's been a long day for the president, man. The new president, once again, Donald Trump, man. Y'all know I've been going on a rage with this political stuff, man. I appreciate everybody that's been following me, watching my videos, man, watching me rant, watching me do a lot of reactions, stuck with me through being demonetized. Now I'm back monetized, and it's a good time, man. I feel like freedom of speech is about to hit us. Um, and Tik Tok had shut down for a minute, and it came back. People was losing their minds, going crazy, all kind of stuff, man. And yeah, this is where we at right now. But I do want to give a special shout out to Martin Luther King, man. Donald Trump was inaugurated on Martin Luther King's birthday, or the day that we celebrate his his existence. But yeah, man, it's been a good day for me here right now with you guys, man. I missed a lot of the ceremony. Like I said, I didn't really watch too much TV today, man. I've been handling some of my own personal business and different things like that. But I'm here now, man. I know some people probably didn't catch it, just like me. People have everyday life, things like that happens where it'll take you away from uh, these sort of monumental moments. You understand? So, but yeah, man, we here. I'm gonna play some of this stuff back, man, and watch it with you guys if you don't mind. You know, this is live in effect, man. So I just want to know, man, how everybody been doing. How you feel that the Trumpster is back in office? How you feel about that, man? I feel great. I'm glad, man. Closing borders up, man. Release them people, man. Uh, I seen he signed some executive orders to only have two genders, male and female. you know, bring back some normalcy to life. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a lot of things that was being pushed, and it was just crazy just to be even hearing people, certain people who even think like that. Like, it's crazy, but yeah, man, he's been sitting down signing a lot of different things, man. It was a beautiful ceremony. You had people mad at Snoop Dogg. You had people mad at Nelly and Soldier Boy and all these people who performed at the inauguration and all that stuff, man. If you guys had the opportunity, especially if you were an entertainer, the more people see of you, the more they gonna rock with you. So I ain't mad at Snoop and I ain't mad at Nelly. I'm not mad at all. To me, it seemed like they love their country. They made a lot of money in it, so why not love it? If I had the opportunity, I'm performing. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Because if they had that opportunity threw at them, especially if they're an entertainer in the music business, they are going to perform. I don't give a damn what people say, oh, he sold out, he this, he that. Man, they didn't sell out. It's something that was on their bucket list, and they happened to be called up to do it. They created a lot of trends anyway. So what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? Where I come from, growing up, man, we always talk saying Trump this, Trump that. Trump was in people's songs and all kind of stuff. So what's the big issue? If you guys like living in a country where you got open borders and crime and people doing all kind of felonious things, then man, look, go on to Venezuela. Then go on, move out the country, go somewhere where you want to be living like that. Cause I damn sure don't. I got kids and grandkids, family. We deserve to be safe. It's been crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? So this is some type of normalcy is starting to come back, man. Bringing God back into the schools, talking about God, all of that stuff. I don't see nothing wrong with what's going on. It was just too much going on. So we'll see. You know, this was his first day. He took action, like he said, on day one. You had Joe Biden in the background looking lost. Kamala Harris was looking mean and looking mad. Let me just show y'all this real quick, man. This is when he was finna be sworn in, but it's a still picture right here. You could just look at the faces of the last administration that was representing the United States. They look, like I said, they look, I don't know if they proud or what, but whatever. But we finna look at this. Now look at Joe Biden. He looked like he just that's a confused look right there. Confused. At least he had his head up though. You know what I'm saying? He had his head up. He did what he tried to do, and he was heavily influenced by the far left. Joe Biden didn't have any backbone, if you ask me. Look at Kamala Harris over here on the side right there. She looked mad and crazy and deranged. She just looked mad, like, damn, I gotta be here with this. I don't want to be here. Michelle Obama didn't even show up to none of this stuff. And then you got Kamala Harris's husband. He's smiling. He's like, oh, now I can be the man again. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good day, man. I've been talking a lot of crap about different things going on, and it's like, okay, we here now. We here. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, all of that. I've been seeing videos where allegedly Donald Trump is saying we ain't got to pay no more income tax. Now, I don't know how true that is, but it got to be something because there's several videos of people saying that. Not just regular people on the streets. It's people in office and people, business people saying that, like, as far as no income tax. I think it has to do with the tariffs that Donald Trump is going to start putting on these countries who want to sell their goods here and all this stuff, because it don't make sense that we got to pay into the income, to the tax. You know what I'm saying? We already paying enough tax on goods that we buy. You know what I'm saying? Why not let us just keep our money and let the country and Donald Trump now put tariffs on all these different countries to bring hundreds of billions of dollars in that can sustain the whole country. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard about the child support thing. That any man paying child support or woman paying child support, they are now possibly, allegedly, are going to be able to claim the kids that they're paying child support on in the tax season. And it's been a lot of backlash. People, I told a few people about it, and they didn't like it. What you mean? The man or whoever paying child support can claim the kids on tax. They don't be with the kids every day. They don't do this. They don't do that. And I said, well, maybe it should be a 50, a split or something like that. Like, because I do feel like if in my case, in my situation, man, I pay hell of a child support. It's enough to take care of a kid a month for real if the kid's mother don't do anything. So why not? Why I can't claim the kids at least for a couple of years? Damn. But man, anyway, that's what I've been hearing. But man, like I said, it's a beautiful day out here. It's a beautiful day in America. I am an American. I'm proud. I love my country. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? We got millions of people that want to come here. I was fortunate enough to be born here with American parents. I ain't no child that don't have American parents. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful day, man. But we're going to start this off because I know I didn't really watch none of this today. If you did and if you want to rewatch it, then thank you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I didn't get a chance to watch the inauguration or any of these things, man. By the time I got done with my day, everything was over with. So, but I'm going to watch it. I'm going to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I am going to enjoy it. All right. So, man, let's get into this, man. Shout out to High Low, man. Good morning. What's going on with you? What else we got in here for real quick before I get started? We got LGZZ. What's going on with it? We got Goodwill. What's going on with it, Goodwill? We got Joyface up in here, but I can't speak that language that you're typing, man. I ain't from Russia or whatever the hell that is. South Africa up in here, man. All right, let's go, man.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith.
And allegiance to the same.
And allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge.
The duties of the office.
The duties of the office.
On which I am about to enter.
On which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
Look how Joe Biden looking. He looking like,
what the hell?
Man, he looking like,
What the hell?
uh-huh. He could put that fake smile on his face. I think he voted for Trump. I think he did, man. I thought this was gonna be a clip for President Trump. President Trump getting sworn in, but I was wrong. So, but Joe Biden was looking like man, like these mother. It's good though, man. I'm happy for him, man. Let's see what this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Justice Roberts to administer the presidential oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after.
Big moment for Trump, man. He been saying he gonna get back in there. People was doubting him, people trying to arrest him, people trying to shoot at him, all kind of stuff, man. Crazy. Let's go, man.
After me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
That I will faithfully execute.
that I will faithfully execute
The office of President of the United States.
the office of President of the United States
And will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend.
preserve, protect, and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
All right. Look at Kamala Harris sitting over there looking with that little smirk on her face. Bill Clinton don't even know where he at. But man, congratulations to Trump, man. This was a ride, man. It was crazy. We didn't know what was gonna go on, but he in there. Elon Musk back there, he like, I'm about to do some things. Everybody smiling, man. That's crazy. Look at Barron over there. He taller than everybody in there. Man, congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Justice.
Yeah, man. This is live, man. You know what I'm saying? Just going through the day of what happened with the newly elect president, man. Inauguration day. I didn't really watch it. I was kind of busy today, so but I'm going over it, man. I'm watching it. So y'all watching it with me, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Hit that like button, man. All that, man. Let's go, America. We back on. America, we back on. Man, he was signing a whole bunch of executive orders, man, putting everything he put in place, man, that the last administration reversed. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful thing, man. I'm happy. This is his speech.
Thank you very much, everybody. Well, thank you very, very much. Vice President Vance, Speaker Johnson, Senator Thune, Chief Justice Roberts, Justices of the United States Supreme Court, President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama, President Biden, Vice President Harris, and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America begins right now.
Yes, sir.
From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
Yes, sir, man. Put America first. This is what it should be. Shouldn't be no other way, man.
Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and
We got OTM say the golden age. Yeah, how old are you, OTM? You must be young. I don't know. He say he lying to us. Well, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Say he said he gonna win the presidency. Was that a lie? He in there. He ain't lied and say did he lie and say something about the border? He said he gonna close it, right? He ain't lie about that because he put executive orders in for that. The man, what are you talking about? I can't even respond to the comments. Like, you know what I'm saying? The man ain't lying, man. He ain't lying.
an unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end. And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free. America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before.
Like, it's just crazy. Like, people can't even get a man a whole day. You know what I'm saying? That to get back acclimated to being the president. He was president before. He didn't know really too much of anything. That's why everybody fear him, because this man, he's like a sponge. He picking up everything, learning everything. And the things that he said that he was going to do, this is what got him voted in. And he's actually living up to what he said he going to do. So how is the man lying? Get a man a chance to get up into the office and sleep in there one day or something. You know what I'm saying? Before people get to saying this and saying that. If you don't like it, if you don't like what's about to happen, and you don't know nothing about living in the golden era, that means it's going to be more money in your pockets. It means that you're going to be able to buy you a house, open you a business. You know what I'm saying? If you take your business outside the country, you're going to get tariffed. We building America here. This is America. Love your country. If you live in your country and you hear somebody talking about God and talking about making it better for all American safety and all this stuff like that, why hate on that? I just don't get it, man. People, it's always some haters, like always trolls and haters, and just like, man, let the man get in office and sit down for a minute. The things he said he was going to do on day one, the man did it. Some of the January 6 people is getting out of jail right now. he closed the border. If you go and search it up, you can see all the border patrol standing at the damn border. They ain't playing. He ain't playing. He's sort of like me. I don't play. So when I say something, and if it's possible to do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Get a man a chance before people just start saying what he ain't gonna do. He lied. Like, get over it. The man is the president. You don't like him. If you don't want to be here in this country, leave for 4 years. You might have to leave for eight years. Probably longer than that. Because if you riding with what the Democratic Party is pushing, you ain't gonna never win nothing. So just get over it. Let me see what they on it. He picking up where he left off. You damn right. He know a lot more too. So that's why all these people that he trying to get into his cabinet, and they giving them all these hard, they don't want to, they giving these people a hard time being confirmed, because they know it's over for them. Like, if you did something criminal, if you did something illegal, whether you a senator or whoever you are, you did something illegal, they're going to come for you. So things need to change, and it's changing.
I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. But first, we must be honest about the challenges we face. While they are plentiful, they will be annihilated by this great momentum that the world is now witnessing in the United States of America. As we gather today, our government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens, while the pillars of our society lay broken and seemingly in complete disrepair. We now have a government that cannot manage even a simple crisis at home, while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad.
Damn right.
It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions, that have illegally entered our country from all over the world.
Damn right.
We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders,
Crazy.
but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Do y'all hear what this man is saying? And I don't know if he reading from a teleprompter or not, because it sounds so sincere. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Just Blaze. Just Blaze say he more humble. Man, he is. Just imagine, man, you trying to run for the most important job in the country. And when you announce that, you getting cases thrown at you. They making up charges. They saying all kind of things. You got the news media against you. You got everybody against you, and you still in the race. Like, man, I'm not backing down. This man know what he did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people try to judge him, and they don't have a crumb of the money and power that this man has. You know what I'm saying? He's not a politician. He came into this game as a businessman. People want to say, "Oh, he bankrupt the Gang of Times," but you gonna bankrupt a Gang of Times if you trying to run a business. Everything don't always go perfect. It's like you fail and you keep trying. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. You know, it's just crazy how people try to just destroy your image and destroy your reputation. And a lot of people would have just gave up, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's what make me like him, because I'm not a quitter. You know, he could have said, you know what? Like he always say, I could have just been in Monte Carlo somewhere on the beach, with my feet kicked up, and ain't have to deal with none of this stuff. But he did it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of him. You know, I'm proud of him.
Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly.
And don't y'all think when all these disasters was happening, like North Carolina, the floods and the fire and all these different things, you know he wanted to do something about it, but he couldn't. He ain't in office. He leaving the blame on the people that's in the office. You know? And we had the last president, he couldn't talk. He barely knew where the stage stairs were. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole different new contrast of what's coming in right now. So give a man a chance. You know what I'm saying? He already said that the citizens are broke, but these big companies and these other countries is enriching themselves off of broke citizens. He trying to put money in our pockets. And I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? The no tax on tips, the no tax on overtime, and I do a lot of overtime at work. You know what I'm saying? So people are like, how you gonna not tax and how the country gonna survive? That's when he talking about all these tariffs and all these different things like that. Let the other countries who's bringing their goods over here pay our taxes, so the citizens ain't got to pay for it. Why we got to pay double? We already paying for food, the food tax, clothes tax, and all this other stuff. So why tax our income? We work. This is the reason why we work. You know what I'm saying? To make money, not work and give half your damn tax money to the damn government. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense. I heard they trying to eliminate the IRS and put something, I call it the ERS or something. I can't think of what the E means, but it has to do with companies, foreign companies paying their share to help this country run. If you want to sell your goods over here, you're going to have to pay.
And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane that took place many months ago, or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still tragically burn from weeks ago without even a token of defense.
Hey, Pritchard, #1 fan, you say Trump is the top 5 president of all time easily. What's the top 5 then? Put it in the chats, man. Let me see what you're talking about. OTM say we work our ass off for what we got. Yeah. And I hope we can continue to work our ass off and keep our money without having to be taxed for it. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep all mine. These billionaires and trillionaires up here on the stage with Trump, man, if only I can keep all my money, it'll be lovely.
They're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. That's interesting. But we can't let this happen. Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly.
And he already started.
My recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their...
Boy, look at them. Look at Joe Biden over there. He's just looking like he's just so pitiful. He's like, damn, I couldn't even say this stuff when I was president. I wanted to, but you had the far left in my ear. Kamala Harris looking like you wouldn't. I'm so glad this lady didn't win. I'm so glad she didn't win, because this country, man, it would just be crazy, man. Like, if this lady right here won. You know, crazy.
Their faith, their wealth, their democracy.
Billy Bob Thornton say, is Ukraine still at war? I mean, you got to give Donald Trump a day. I mean, he said it's going to end. He finna end it. You know what I'm saying? The man been in office for a day. He already reversed a lot of things. He reversed a lot of things already. Well, he put back in place what he had there at first. Let me say it that way. So, get a man a chance. I believe all them wars is going to stop. You see them hostages, they already released some damn hostages in that other war. And Joe Biden he over here sleep. Look at him. He sleep at Donald Trump inauguration trying to claim that it was him and his administration that made this happen. Wake up, Joe. He literally sleep.
And indeed, their freedom.
Damn, I let it play for a little bit. He still sleep over there. Call him Sleepy Joe for a reason.
From this moment on, America's decline is over.
Yes, sir.
Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government. Over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history.
Damn right.
And I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life.
Man.
Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear.
Look how serious Donald Trump be when he be talking. Lear Locke, what's going on with you? Look how serious he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? The man, he don't forget nothing, man. How could you forget a bullet ripping through your ear?
But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason.
Sir.
I was saved by God to make America great again.
That's right, man. You hear that word, God? That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. Boy, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and look at Hillary Clinton over there and Bill Clinton. They not even clapping for what, how this man life was saved. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, they looking like, I wish that thing would have hit him. You know what I'm saying? They not even clapping, y'all. They ain't standing up, nothing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
He ain't even looking their way.
That is why each day under our administration of American patriots, We will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength. We will move with purpose and speed.
Look at Bill Clinton over there with his mouth open.
To bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day.
Yeah, liberation. Yeah, they cold, Learlock, man. They are cold, man. Them people over there looking like, ooh, they cold. They ain't even clapping.
It is my hope that our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country. As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, and very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states, and the popular vote, we won by millions of people.
Look at that angle. They still ain't even clapping. It's okay, man. Y'all lost. It's okay. The country gonna be in good hands. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't have no hands when y'all was running the country. We was slipping and falling. Man, it's gonna be all right.
To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor, but in his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We will make his dream come true.
Oh. They still not standing up over there. Look at that. That's a disgrace, man. They still not standing up. Even when he brought up Martin Luther King. Martin Luther the King. That's crazy. Ain't clapping, they ain't clapping,
National
nothing.
unity is now returning to America, and confidence and pride is soaring like never before. In everything we do, my administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country. We will not forget our Constitution, and we will not forget our God.
Bam. There it is. There it is. He said, we will not forget our God. Bring God in this, Trump, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring God into this equation, because we've been godless, man. This country been godless for the last 4 years, man. And that's a 100, man. This country has been godless. Bring God back, man. Amen to that, man. Man, he said, where Big Mike at? You know, Big Mike is mad. Billy Bob say, where's Big Mike? Big Mike mad. She ain't coming. He ain't, or she ain't coming to none of this stuff because they mad. They cold. You know what I'm saying? They cold, man.
Can't do that.
Good.
Today, I will sign a series of historic executive orders With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense.
Yeah.
First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
Sir. Stand up. Who is that lady in the green that's standing up next to Kamala Harris? She's standing up all the time. Ain't the people to the left of Donald Trump are those Democrats and the other side is Republicans? I don't know. But the lady in the green, she's standing up, man. She got a green dress on. She all go. She go. She's standing up right next to Kamala Harris. So that even really put the spotlight on Kamala Harris. If she don't even move, you know what I'm saying? Really make their asses look like sore losers.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came.
Mass deportation.
We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy.
Yes, sir.
I will end the practice of catch and release. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country. Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
Yes, sir. Man. That means a green light on their asses. Terror.
And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities.
OTN say, my friend is from Mexico, but he got papers. There's a lot of people from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got your papers and they legit, and you here and they legit, it shouldn't be a problem. Those is the ones that don't got no damn papers and they supposed to go back to their countries and they still out here thinking they can just get away with being here from the last administration. When you get caught working somewhere and they come do a little raid and you in there and your ass ain't supposed to be here, they finna deport your ass. You know, so it ain't no games. It ain't no games. And a lot of people be like, well, if they deport a lot of these people, the businesses, they ain't gonna make it because they depend on. That means it's gonna be jobs for American citizens. Go work. If you gotta go work at a farm and your ass is a felon and you can't get no damn job, they gonna hire you. You an American citizen, get out there and work. It shouldn't be no damn excuse. It's going to be more jobs for us to be able to get. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing if you ask me. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do.
You heard him?
We will do it at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices.
Yes, sir. Bring them down. You got Kamala Harris. If she would have won, she would have been talking about price gauging or gouging and all this stupid stuff. I'm going to bring it down. This is going to save the country. We going to stop price gouging. Girl, you don't know what the hell you talking about. That's why you sitting over there. You got your piece of paper in your hand. I hope you got a pen so you can take notes. Just in case if you try to run for the next 2028, take some notes. Cause Joe Biden, he done forever. He retired. He might as well go on to that beach that he be at in those vacations and spend that money he stole from the United States, allegedly. All that money he made from China and all them things.
The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill. Carlos Fierro, don't come over here with that, man. You're going to get blocked. All right, I'm giving you a chance.
America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it. We're going to use it.
We're going to use it. Use it. Bring them gas prices down. I'm out here in California, man. The gas is high as hell. Bring it down. Drill, baby, drill. Liquid gold. Bring it all.
We will bring prices down, fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top, and export American energy all over the world. We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers.
Yeah. Buy Green New Deal.
In other words, you'll be able to buy the car of your choice.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. The car of my choice is, I want a Dodge Durango Hellcat SRT. I know they was about to take them off the market for a minute, but buy Green New Deal, buy electric vehicle mandate. We get to put gas in our cars, combustible engines, Flowmasters, pipes, V8, V12s, all of that. Let's go.
We will build automobiles in America again at a rate that nobody could have dreamt possible just a few years ago. And thank you to the auto work.
D-Real say that sniper had one job. Well, they should have got a professional instead of a damn amateur. It's too late. And for you to wish death on the man, something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with you. Something really wrong with you.
Of our nation for your inspiring vote of confidence. We did tremendously with their vote. I will
D-Rims or whatever your name is, Drill M's, whatever it is. Shame on you, man.
Immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
Yeah. You heard what they said? You already said? Let me go back.
Other countries, we will tariff
other countries to enrich our citizens. That means no income tax. Allegedly.
of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries.
Oh, what the hell? What's going on?
With their vote.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? We got some people here hating. That's good. It's all good, though. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep this thing going. My bad, y'all.
I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
You heard that?
For this purpose, we are establishing the External Revenue Service.
That's what I'm talking about, the External Revenue Service. Woo, I can't wait, man. Is this going to happen now? Like this year? Or are we going to have to wait till next year? Because it's almost close to tax season right now. So, man, I need all mine. I don't know about y'all.
To collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before. To restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government, my administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah, all that wasteful spending and all these different things. Come on, man. Somebody talking about he lying. No, he ain't lying. Christina, a.k.a. Tia, say, yes, protect our citizens. We used to have no tax and tariffs other countries before World War II. That is the way it should be. Amen, sister. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America.
I can't do nothing but smile with that because they've been shadow banning me since I started. I ain't gonna say since I started the channel, since I started building this channel, which was about 8 months ago. They've been shadow banning me like it's 90 going north. You know what I'm saying? My videos, they showing it is if you go to my about section on my YouTube, click the icon, and where it says about or whatever it is, it shows 15 million damn views. Hold on. It showed I done accumulated over 15. First it was 19 million, but they demonetized me. It's talking about reused content, so I had to erase a lot of the videos because they don't tell you which video is reused, and I don't think I'll be reusing anything. But it was 19 million at that point. Now it's at 15 million. So I had to erase 4 million views. But if you look at my videos, it's showing that I'm only getting 100 views, 500. Some of them is in thousands and all that stuff. But it's like, it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? As far as what they're showing me as far as views and all that. But they've been censoring me, man. They've been shadow banning me. So hopefully now I can get what's due. You know what I'm saying? Like the real numbers. You know? So freedom of speech, man. Freedom of speech. What's going on, Nikki Lee? I see you. Shout out Nikki Lee.
Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents. Something I know something about. We will not allow that to happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law.
Yeah. Shout out Samuel. What's going on, Samuel? We got Craig Kahn up in here, man. Look, Trump, man. 2025. All the way live. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I seen somebody said something here, man. Mark Nugent, what's going on with it, man? He says, as an Australian, I am neither Democrat or Republican, but watching American politics, I can say with a lot of confidence that the Democrats have lost it, and I am relieved that Trump got in, man. Shout out to you, man. They have lost it, man. I couldn't even, look, I went somewhere today, man, and I seen something that said all genders. It was a bathroom. I'm like, what? It was crazy to see that. I'm used to seeing male and female bathrooms. Not no all genders. You just come in there. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad we gonna have some normalcy back in this country, man. And yeah, man. Welcome to the golden age. Welcome to the golden age. More money in your pockets, more jobs, more security, more safety. You know what I'm saying? God's being put back into society instead of them trying to erase God out the equation and all these different stupid things and all that. No trans athletes in women's sports. Man, all that stuff is great. All this stuff was happening before Trump to play.
Law and order back to our cities. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
Right.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Male and female.
This week, I will reinstate any service members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full back pay.
Uh-oh. He proud. Yeah.
And I will sign an order to stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments while on duty. It's going to end immediately. Our armed forces will be freed to focus on their sole mission, defeating America's enemies.
Sir. He's saying basically get all that woke crap up out of here. Get it up out of here now.
Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into.
Exactly, Mark Nugent. They look stupid as hell sitting right there. That lady in the green that's sitting next to him, she might as well get up and go on over there to the Trump side. Because she keeps standing up clapping.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. I'm pleased to say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families.
They finally clapped on that one. They finally clapped there because they think they made that deal or something. Oh, and they stood up. Now they want to seem like they got some humanity in them or something. But anything else Trump saying, they going to sit down. But that is good, man. These hostages are being returned. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had nothing to do with this. They just got taken and been suffering over 500 some days, but it's good.
Thank you. America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name
Gulf of
a
America?
great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs.
Wow.
President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made, and Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form, and that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
You know what I'm saying? Trump is hot. How you gonna give Panama a week, they gonna give it to China? Like, what the hell going on? We taking it back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kim Bella, I see you. What's going on with you? I'm glad you're here. What's up with it? Yeah, man, but Panama, come on, man. We taking it back. Simple as that. I guess Joe Biden and Kamala ain't standing up no more. This is a humiliation ritual for Kamala and Joe. They got to sit there. Look at her. Look at them. They look like this mother. Look at Kamala. I just know she just heartbroken. She heartbroken. Bill Clinton back there looking at somebody over there. Look at Hillary. Who is that? That's Bush? Okay. But these two people right here, man, y'all should be ashamed of y'all damn self. Should be ashamed of yourself. Dumb as hell.
Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
That ain't gonna happen. I don't give a damn what they say. God ain't gonna let that happen. We need to just stick to our planet and remain here before they upset something in the galaxy and try to go to war with us. Like, stop trying to explore to these different planets. We need to take care of this planet first. That's the only thing I don't like with Trump talking about right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about Mars. Ain't nothing up there in Mars that we need to be concerned about. Cause I don't think I'm gonna go to Mars if they create a civilization up there. Crazy as hell. Leave Mars alone. All right, Trump, you're doing good now. God ain't gonna let that happen. Elon, I know you smiling over there, but you got some rockets and all that stuff, but that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Barron looked like, I don't know what's wrong with Barron, but yeah, that ain't happening.
Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation. And right now, our nation is more ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed wilderness. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback.
They did.
But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken.
They did, man. People thought he was going to be in jail. Right.
I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., Our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward.
He always forget about the mailman. I'm a mailman. We make this country great too. Without the mail and the mail people, it's no information. We setting our information. I am a hero too. So stop forgetting about the post office. You know what I'm saying? Stop forgetting about them, man. Shout out to people who work at the post office like me. Shout out myself, man. We part of the government too. They always leaving us out. But it's all good. It's all good.
And let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. We're going to win like never before.
Hey, Sky Elise, you said, who cares about Trump? Everybody in the chats, man. If you in the chats, man, and you putting something in the comments, man. If you care about what's going on with Trump, man, y'all put a number 1. If you don't, put a number 2. Let Sky at least know who cares about Trump, because I'm putting a number 1. So 1 if you care, 2 if you don't. Commander Alpha Turkey, I see you. What's going on, Gerald?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to bring it back and make it great again, greater than ever before. We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism.
You see that, Sky? Don't come in here playing, man. Don't come in here playing. All right? I know you want to troll and all that, you know. It's something new. It's something new for you. You know, the country's finna be right back on track how it's supposed to be. So you see all those 1s. Shout out to everybody who put a 1 in the chat, man.
Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud.
Yes.
We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah. None of this today. I had a busy day today, you know, and I'm loving it already. You know what I'm saying? We got some trolls in there, some trolls in here that's you know, want to get some attention. We gonna give them some attention. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was a great day. This is the 2nd day of Trump being president. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna be stopped. It is what it is. You don't have to like it. I don't give a damn whatever you got to say. But ain't nothing that you can say. It's a new day. Long as I'm hearing God, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing the word God. That's the best thing that can be said right now. You know what I'm saying? That speech was bold. That speech was it was bold. It was everything, man. Everything that he was running on, he said it in that speech. You know what I'm saying? And he's actually putting these executive orders in to have all this stuff implemented so we can be in the golden age. You know what I'm saying? More money for us, more everything. Give a man a chance. Don't start judging him now. He believe in himself, just like you should believe in yourself. So I believe a lot of things are gonna change, and I'm happy about it. So let's see this, man. I got another. I'm just going through these clips, man. I like I said, I didn't get a chance to watch any of these things. These are the first time that I'm watching this. I mean, I caught little different things, but not just sit there all day and watch it. I wanted to live stream this day, but like I said, I couldn't get to it. Anyway, man, let's keep going.
We are here as witnesses to President Trump's triumphant return to the White House. Right now, already this morning, you can feel it around the country. We certainly felt it here in the city. America is coming together and roaring back again, and it begins today, as the president just told us. I know we'd all rather be gathered together on the National Mall with hundreds of thousands of our closest friends, but our disappointment is well overcome with our excitement for the future that we feel today. We have the chance to make the
Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, man. They were trying to get on him for a minute, but he persevered, man.
next 4 years, the most consequential period in our nation's history. And as Speaker of the House, it is my great pleasure, my great honor, to introduce to you the man who will lead us to this new golden age, the decisive winner of the Electoral College and the popular vote, the 45th and the 47th, and the greatest president of our lifetimes, Donald J. Trump.
I'm gonna turn the music down because I don't know about they be tripping on them tripping on it. Let me fast forward it a little bit. He coming on down though. Look at him. But yeah, man, this country is about to be the whole 360, man. We about to see what Donald Trump can really do. You know what I'm saying? His last presidency got caught up with COVID and he didn't know too many people. They were just telling him this person is good, this person is good. But he ended up figuring it out towards the end. You know what I'm saying? He's still mad about I'm gonna keep it a buck. He's still mad about the 2020 election. But that was 5 years ago. He said he gonna get back in office. He back in there, and we about to see, man. We about to see. I can't wait to look at my paycheck and see that I ain't being taxed. You know what I'm saying? He put the ERS, whatever it was, he putting that up there. So I can't wait to see. You know what I'm saying? Here go J.D. Vance. Let's see what's going on.
That was a good way to start it off. You know, I didn't know exactly what the president would put in that speech, and I hoped to myself that he wasn't going to hold back, and sir, you didn't hold back. That was a hell of a way to start the next 4 years, but I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I know I speak for the president and for all of us, thank you, thank you, thank you for making this possible. We love you. We wouldn't be here without.
Rob Sword, come on, man. You know what I mean when I say 360. You know what I mean. Oh, we want a 180. Okay, a 180. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Without you, and we're going to make America great again together for the next 4 years. And the last thing I'll say is, you know, having stood outside for about 5 minutes to wave goodbye to the Bidens, thank God we moved that thing indoors because it was a beautiful ceremony and it was cold as hell outside. So, sir, the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
No, he's right. I said, oh, look.
Yeah, he only can do 4 years, but you got J.D. Vance back there, so you know Trump is going to school the hell out of J.D. Vance. You know what I'm saying? So we going to see.
Look at this beautiful sunny day. We blew it, and then I went outside and we were freezing. You would have been very unhappy. The sun was very deceptive, I will tell you. It is cold out. And I'm sort of saying, you know, that was so beautiful today. Maybe they should do it there every 4 years. Does that make sense? I don't know.
What y'all think about that hat Donald Trump's wife got on? What y'all think about that hat?
Because, you know, the
or that brim, whatever you want to call that hat.
outdoor thing is really good, but it gets a little cold around this time of the year, as some people have noticed. And a lot of times they suffer through it. There was no suffering in that room. It was 72 degrees. It was perfect with the best acoustics I think I've ever heard in a room. This is not so bad either. But I just want to say, you're a younger, far more beautiful audience that I just spoke to. And I want to keep it off the record.
There you go.
I want to keep that off the record.
There you go.
Because I don't want to have all those big shots up there. I don't want to think you're more powerful than them. You look better than them, and I love you. Now, we just had a great time. We just had a great day. This was amazing. You know, when you think we took a journey, I mentioned in the speech, a lot of people said that was not a journey that was possible, and it was indeed possible. I didn't really know too much about what they were saying when they said that, but a lot of people felt it. And we hooked up with J.D. very early. I watched J.D. over a period of time. I endorsed him in Ohio. He was a great senator and very, very smart. The only one smarter than him was his wife. That was, I would have chosen her, but somehow the line of succession didn't work that way, right? But now she's great and he's great. This is a great, beautiful couple and unbelievable career. I just said to him, you are very upwardly mobile, because he hasn't been doing it that long, but he picked it up so quickly. Remember, the first week was a little bit like the fake news was hitting him really hard. And I said, ooh, this may be tough, but after that, it was smooth sailing for him. He took on everybody. He took on the meanest. I don't want to use the word corrupt because we're into a new system, so let's wait till the corruption begins, because it will. But he took on some pretty mean people, and he handled it well. I want to also congratulate Mike Johnson for the job that he's doing. Steve, we gave him a majority of almost nothing, and then I said to make it tougher on him, let me take 2 or 3 of the people, right? I said, he'll only have to suffer with that for about 3 months. How are they doing, by the way? Are they, is that moving along?
Totally uniform.
I said, do you mind if I take this one, that one, and a couple of others? He didn't mind. He can handle it. No, he's a man that's liked by everybody. I've never met a man like this. You've got how many is it, 219 or 220 or something? 220. And of the 220, 219 really like him. I noticed he got 1 negative vote once about 2 weeks
Lori, have a shot for me.
ago. But I think even 220 like him, if you want to know the truth. And that's very unusual. I know a lot of nice guys in Congress, and they have 35 people that hate him. So if you have 35 people that hate you and you only have 1 or 2 or 3 votes, you'll have 5, I think. But that's going to be like, you know, the good news is when we get to that 5 number, it's going to feel like a massive majority. You could be really nasty to a couple of them at least. You know? So it's going to feel like hitting your head on the wall and stopping. It feels so good to stop. But he's done a fantastic job. And Steve Scalise is, he's our hero because, you know, I was with him.
Yeah, Steve Scalise took some shots.
You
Really?
talk about being shot. I was with him. He got some bad ones, and his incredible wife, and she really loves him. You know, you never know about that. I've been with other people. They were doing poorly, and the wife is like looking at her watch. She can't get out of the hospital fast enough. How's he doing? Oh, I don't know. He's all right. That woman was a mess. She was crying and crying. No, they're going to take him. They're going to take him. I told Steve.
Steve Scalise got him a thick woman. Man, shout out Steve Scalise with the thick woman. He took a couple shots, man, almost lost his life, and he's still standing there, man. His wife stood next to him and stood with him, you know what I'm saying? Shout them out, man.
See, when he finally woke up, it was a while, too. The doctor told me it was the most blood they've ever transfused in any patient. They've never done anything like it. And here he is, the picture of strength, right? And he's been a great friend of mine. With the family, because of the family. And what a job you did. It worked out pretty much better than we even thought, right? And I did have a couple of things, you know, to say that were extremely controversial. And between J.D.
I think he got shot, Mark News, I think he got shot. They was having a baseball game between the, I want to say, Democrat and Republican baseball game or something like that. And some man walked up and started dumping. He got shot a few times. I mean, I think that's what happened. I believe that's what happened. If that's the guy, because I know they had a baseball game a couple years ago, and somebody walked on the field and started shooting at them. So,
and Melania, and anybody else that heard, please, sir, it's such a beautiful, unifying speech. Please, sir, don't say these things. I said, I'm telling you. It's going to play great.
Well, they got that lady in that green.
Right.
I knew that lady in that green on that last clip was standing up clapping. She had something to do with Trump. She was aggravating Kamala Harris. Changing lanes with James. Shout out Changing Lane with James. What's going on with you, brother?
For this group of people, it's going to play great. You're the only ones I heard by not, but we had some beauties, didn't we, Melania? She said, sir. Calls me sir when she's angry. Wow. I said, no. No, I'm only kidding. I better say I'm only kidding, or the press is going to pick that one up
Yeah,
loud.
you better change that.
No, but she said, no, I think it would be terrible. It's such a nice speech. I think it's, you know, it all depends on your delivery. How was the delivery? Was it good? But she said it's such a beautiful speech. You can't put things in there that you were going to put in. And I was going to talk about the J6 hostages, but you'll be happy because, you know, it's action, not words that count. And you're going to see a lot of action on the J6 hostages.
You know what I'm saying?
And I was
AG?
going to talk about the thing.
AG, coherent, you know what I'm saying?
Things that Joe did today with the pardons of people that were very, very guilty of very bad crimes, like the Unselect Committee of Political Thugs, where they literally, I mean, what they did is they destroyed and deleted all of the information, all of the hearings.
Yeah, they deleted.
Practically not a thing left. They deleted all the information on Nancy Pelosi having turned down the offer of 10,000 soldiers. You wouldn't have needed 10,000. You could have had 500, and they would have stopped. Because we may have had 1 million people that day, the people that were there. You don't see any photographs, but we have a lot of great photos. But you don't see those photographs. They don't put them in. They show the people at the Capitol. But I was talking about that. I was going to talk about that. They said, please don't bring that up right now. You can bring it up tomorrow. I said, how about now in front of the very... I'll bring it up right now. You know, this little time delay is good because we're getting great reviews on the speech. Now watch. They'll take the speech and say, I didn't like it because he left there and he's talked to people, but we're giving you a little more information than we gave upstairs. But no, they pardoned a lot of people. They pardoned, before we even get to today, they pardoned, 33 murderers, absolute murderers, the worst murderers. You know, when you get the death sentence in the United States, you have to be bad, because they don't give it much. And he pardoned almost everybody having a death sentence. And if you went through the crimes that were committed, you wouldn't even believe them. The level of violence, the people that were killed, the innocence of people that were killed, and children killed by these people. And he pardoned them for whatever reason. He spared them, but they didn't spare the people that they killed. And you know, who knows what happens in the future. It's one of the worst, because a lot of times they let them out early after that. You know, they say you're going to be in for life, but then all of a sudden they get let out for good behavior, and then they go on a rampage. You know, it's one of those little things, right? But I was going to talk about that. But I was really going to talk about the level of, you know, what's going on. Why are we doing this? Why are we trying to help a guy like Milley? Why are we doing Milley? He was pardoned. What he said, terrible what he said. Why are we helping some of the people? Why are we helping Liz Cheney? I mean, Liz Cheney is a disaster. She's a crying lunatic, and crying Adam Kinzinger. He's a super crying. I never saw the guy not crying. He's always crying. I looked at him. I remember years ago, he was actually on my side. And then one day, you know, when you don't want to kill people in wars, they turn against you. Liz Cheney hated the concept of not going to war with everybody. Let's kill everybody. Let's spend a lot of money on military
warmonger
equipment. You know, where her father works, right? And but what she did was incredible. Think of it. They destroyed and deleted all of that information that went on for almost 2 years against Trump. And the reason they did, because it was all false. Like the person that said, I tried to strangle a Secret Service agent. That's one of the toughest human beings I think I've ever seen. I actually had a friend saying, please don't change that, sir. You are the coolest sucker in history. Remember, she said, I put my hands around his neck because he wouldn't go to the Capitol. Made up fiction. And I was rebuffed. And the guy on the right is a massive weightlifter, probably stronger than me. Do you think he's stronger than me, honey? You know who I'm talking about. Possibly stronger than me, slightly younger than me, like, I won't say how many years because I don't want to talk about that, but a lot of years. But I had a friend that said, why are you disputing that story? That's the coolest story I've ever heard. Then I would attack.
Reed SMI, Resimi, whatever your name is. Why you hate Trump? What'd he do to you? What you mean he say he crazy, huh? Okay, well, we need a crazy person sometimes to get this country back in order. You know what I'm saying? You must not be from the United States.
Like a karate champion, get slightly rebuffed, and then throw my arms around a guy with a neck about this big. Even though there are bars, you know, there are bars, you can't really do that anyway. So, I wanted to talk about that, but all of that stuff got deleted. And the reason it got deleted is they were all caught in lies. You know, Secret Service testified, and they said it didn't happen. Actually, the two guys were very embarrassed. They're suffering because their friends.
Why I support Trump? Because we need God in this situation. That's the biggest thing that I like. He speaks about God. The country is tore up. All the money going to migrants, illegal aliens, people that ain't supposed to be here. He reversed all of that. I like Trump because he's a character. He's funny. You know what I'm saying? He's intelligent. He's witty. He's coherent. He's competent. All of those things.
Saying, did Trump really do that to you? But they gained a whole new respect for me. But it was just make-believe stuff, and there were a lot of make-believe stories made up. So rather than suffer the wrath, like the story with Nancy Pelosi, I offered her 10,000 soldiers. She knows it. She admitted it on tape that her daughter made. She's a videographer or whatever you call her, which I'm glad she is. So she can't be in good stead with Nancy. But Nancy said it was my responsibility as she's leaving the Capitol. She said it was, and it was. She's in charge of security at the Capitol. But I offered them up to 10,000 soldiers, even more. One time I said more, as many as you need. But you needed 400 or 500. If 4 or 5, you 10,000, that would be more than the number of people there by lot. But we offered her 10,000. Think of it, 10,000 soldiers.
Yeah, we know you ain't from the United States.
In other words, J6 wouldn't be J6. There would have been no J6. But she rebuffed them. She didn't like it. No, she didn't like it. Maybe she wanted that to happen. But she's guilty
Rich Mahogany, what's going on with it?
as hell. And now we would have to go through the process.
Rich McConaughey, my bad.
Because they destroyed all evidence. They deleted everything. There's virtually nothing left. The other fake story and so many other fake stories. And many people came out on our side, and those people now would got to find them. There's nothing left. So that's a criminal offense. If that were a civil case, it would be a criminal offense. If that happened civilly where you did that, it would be a criminal offense. So I decided I'm not going to make this speech complicated. I'm going to make it beautiful. I'm going to make it a unifying speech. And then when they said we have a group of people that are serious Trump fans, I said, this is the time to tell those stories. He knows. So anyway, but seriously, I'd like to, I think it was a tremendous success. I think we're very lucky we put it inside because it is really cold. We just went to the helicopter out of respect to something that's taken place for a long time. I guess it's as old as helicopters. You used to get into a stagecoach, now you get into a helicopter. Times change. But it's pretty old custom. And it's a beautiful custom, actually. It's a beautiful custom. I wish we could have had a better relationship. I wish we could have had a better relationship between Republicans and Democrats. I was with Senator Schumer. I said, Chuck, I think it's time we all start getting along a little bit because it doesn't make sense. I mean, we literally never get a Democrat vote. They never get a Republican vote, almost. And although there is a bill coming up very shortly that we have a lot of Democrat votes, right? That's going to be a very beautiful bill. We're going to have a signing, I would say, within a week or so, I think. And it's going to be a very good bill. You all know what I'm talking about. So I just want to thank you all for being here. You have been our fans from day one, all these.
Tell them, Bernard Mitchell, a lot of people don't understand what happened. They really don't.
Look at all these people all over. You've been our fans. This has been there's never been anything like it. There's never been anything like it. This has been a movement like no movement ever in history for probably any country, let alone this country. You know, if somebody's running for president, and if they go out and they announce they're going to Arizona, they're going to Nevada, they're going to someplace, if you have 200 or 300 people, that would be standard. Ronald Reagan would go out. I mean, outside of the last couple of days where people get a little excited, but even then you have a couple of thousand people.
Man.
But if you're going to go someplace, any place, any one of the swing states, any one of the other states, I mean, how about the non-swing states? We won Alabama by 48 points. We won Tennessee by massive numbers. Wyoming, we won by numbers that are, nobody's ever seen numbers. And, you know, places like California, we did great, but when they send out like 38 million ballots, nobody knows where the hell they're sending them, and then they come pouring back, the whole thing. You know, they passed a law in California that if you work in an election bureau, and if you so much as ask for a voter ID, if you say, sir, ma'am, could I please look at your voter ID? They have the right to put you in jail. You're a criminal. Can you believe that?
That's real. I'm in California. When I went to go vote, they didn't ask me for nothing. They asked me for the little piece of paper that you get in the mail. And that's about it. It could have been a photocopy of that paper. They didn't even ask. Like, I just gave it to them. They scanned it, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? California was trying to cheat.
Only one reason that happens, they want to cheat. So they had it where voter ID wasn't accepted. But now if you even ask for it, this is seriously a bill that was just signed, passed in their legislature.
Because it was people in the line, you know what I'm saying? It kind of made me think that they wasn't from the United States. You know what I'm saying? It was like they just, like, I just handed them a piece of paper. They didn't ask for no ID. They didn't ask for no ID, no nothing. I was like, when I left out of there, I said I could have been anybody.
And it was signed. And I think when we get things cleaned up and we get back to a little bit of normalcy, I'm going to ask the speaker to really get involved, because I think we would have won the state of California, because, you know, if you look at my numbers with...
They didn't ask me for nothing. They didn't ask me nothing. I stood in line. It was some people in there, but I just got in line, walked in there, had a letter in my hand, and gave it to them. They didn't ask me for nothing but that. That was it. In my mind, I said I could have been anybody, picked anything up off the ground, and went in there, and just went in there with anybody male, and I could have been any damn body. They didn't ask me for nothing.
With Hispanic, we're at 56%, and we were winning.
I did a video when I voted, so if you think I'm lying, go check that video out. I walked in there, and they didn't ask me for nothing. I had a letter in my hand, voting letter in my hand, where they scanned it, didn't ask me for no damn ID or nothing.
We won the Texas border that had never been won. As the governor said, he's doing a good job, the governor, by the way, of Texas. But as the governor said, it hasn't... Oh, did I get lucky? Did I get lucky? Supposing I said, you know, he's not here, but the governor of Texas has done a terrible job. Wow, look at you. You mean we couldn't get you up in the front row? I'll tell you. Supposing I said, JD, the governor of Texas, he's not doing his job. You heard what I said? See, I didn't know you were there. I said he's doing a great job. He's doing a phenomenal job. But now you're going to have a partner that's going to work with you, because you didn't have, not only didn't he have a partner, he had people selling the wall, right? We have a fence structure that we worked on, the governor worked on with me. And I didn't love it, to be honest with you. I wanted a nice precast concrete, 40, 50 feet high, like a beautiful, could have been a T-shape, Y-shape. I love construction. I wanted that sucker to go up maybe 50, 60 feet. It would have looked beautiful, a nice Y shape. And they said, the problem is, sir, they climbed that like a rabbit. I said, what do you mean? No way. And they brought some of these guys out. They climbed it like...
Michael K. Boston, Paranormal, say Antichrist. You calling Trump the Antichrist or what? If he's still in the chat, you think he the Antichrist, huh? Okay.
And the other thing is you hit it with acid and the thing will disintegrate. They have things for concrete. So they needed very hardened steel, very special steel. And then they needed 7,000-pound concrete inside that steel, inside that steel. And then they have a rebar that's the toughest steel made. Very hard to cut. So this is why very little is cut.
What's he say? Destiny for Glory say, look at all those white faces. That must make you feel real comfortable. Hey, I ain't racist. I don't give a damn what color you are. That ain't got nothing to, just because they in there. What I'm supposed to, what? My main thing is this country getting on track and some normalcy back into this. No men and women's sports. What else? That makes me comfortable. No men and women's sports. There's only two genders. That makes me real comfortable. The IRS is finna be eliminated. He putting in the ERS, or whatever that is. That makes me comfortable. I don't want to pay income tax. All kind of things made me comfortable with this administration. I don't give a damn about the faces. They just people. Those are the ones who got the money to get in there to be right there in the front row.
I mean, it's right. And then they put a anti-climb panel on top. I hated it. I said, it's so unattractive. And I said, why would that work? I don't believe it works. And I went to watch the Border Patrol, gave a display. We had actually two sets of climbers. The guys that climb up walls with drugs on their back, I mean, they got like 60, 70 pounds of drug, and they go as fast as you can walk. They go bip, bip, bip. Or we have Mount Everest type climbers. And honestly, the drug guys were much better. I couldn't believe it. The drug guys blew them away, right? But it's true, the anti-climb panel, they couldn't get around it. They just couldn't. You didn't have it. So sometimes you sacrifice beauty for efficiency. And we did. So we built this wall, and we built over 500 miles of wall. That's why we had such good numbers. The famous chart that came down, very thankfully, the chart that came down on my right, Governor. Had I not looked over there, I'm not speaking right now. You might be speaking here. You want to know the truth? You, JD, have got a lot of great people in this party, but I got very lucky, but we had the best numbers we've ever had. But I bought, you know what happens is when you fill it up, it's like water. You fill it up. Now we have 571 miles of wall. And they would always say, you know, when we renovated a wall, so there'd be like a piece of plywood sitting there for 60 years, or a 2x4 sitting for 60 years on the ground and rotting. Because, you know, and they say, you didn't build a new wall. Here we're building 50 feet up in the air, 30 feet sections, 50-foot sections, all steel, all concrete, all everything. And all, by the way, they don't even want me to say this, but what the hell, doesn't take that long time. They're all wired for all of the equipment. We put wires in everything so they can easily wire for all the different types of equipment. And if there's a doubt, we have a wire. Whenever we just look, you just find the wires all over the place up top, so we can.
JD Vance like, damn, I'm tired of standing up. Why you didn't get you a chair, JD? Man.
Just hook it up. We don't have to have wires on the outside, which wouldn't do too well, right? So anyway, so we built an extra 200 miles of wall, and the governor wanted to buy it. He tried to buy it, and they wouldn't sell it to him. He wanted to put it up himself. Could have been done in 3 to 4 weeks, 200 more miles, because when you do it, now they just keep going further out, further out, further out, getting around. So we did an extra 200 miles, and it was all bought. And they announced that they're not going to put it up. And that's when I realized they wanted open borders, and that's when I realized that people are going to come pouring through the wall.
Destiny for Glory say, you may not care about the faces, but they do. I don't give a damn about the faces. I don't care about it if they do. It don't bother me none. I'm sitting here in my studio watching this amazing speech and watching this country about to get back on track. And that's all it's about. And I'm drinking Kool-Aid. I love Kool-Aid. I was raised on Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? I'm 52 years old. You know, Kool-Aid was the thing when we was kids. Love Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? What that supposed to do? Hurt me because I'm drinking Kool-Aid? Boy, I tell you, some people be racist with these racist comments. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good thing you came and tapped in. That's cool. You have a blessed night. And if you feel so, come back sometimes. Come back. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. All that. You have a blessed night. God bless you. And God bless your feelings. It don't bother me at all. All right? Have a good night, Destiny.
Like nobody's ever seen before, but you've seen it. A lot of you are here because of that. I made it my #1 issue. They all said inflation was the #1 issue. I said I disagree. I think people coming into our country from prisons and from mental institutions is a bigger issue for the people that I know. And I made it my #1. I talked about inflation too, but you know, how many times can you say that an apple has doubled in cost? I'd say it. and I hit it hard, but then I go back to the fact that we don't want criminals coming into our country. We don't want the jails of every country in the world virtually being deposited into the United States. And that man had to suffer with it. And he did an unbelievable job. I'll tell you, he was a very popular governor, but now he's like an unbeatable governor because of your border policies. He was fantastic. And he really was. Governor Abbott he's a great man, great leader. And but it did make him very more. Did you do it? You didn't do that for politics. You did it because you wanted to do the right thing. But I'll tell you, it sure as hell worked for politics too. It's self-preservation. That's right. But no, because the people are demanding it. The people of Texas are demanding it. The people are demanding it all over. So anyway, so we built it, and they wouldn't let us use it. They wouldn't let the governor use it, and other governors, they wouldn't let him use it. But he was the leader of the pack and did a great job. And then we heard about a month ago that not only wouldn't they let us use it, they were selling it. They were going to sell it for 5 cents on the dollar. Now, 5 cents on the dollar then, but today it would cost more than twice as much to build because we bought it like 6 years ago. And it was just sitting on the ground, and that does not do well for the whole thing. But it was just sitting on the ground, and I heard about it, and I called the governor, and I called a lot of people, your attorney general. And here's the story. They were going to buy it, and these are great business people. They were going to buy it for 5 cents on the dollar or less, and they were calling us up, we'll sell it to you for 200 cents on the dollar. In other words, it will cost you twice as much, so it's 200 cents on the dollar. I said, can somebody explain that to a judge? I mean, how corrupt is that? Man. You'd think they'd say, maybe we'll sell it to you for 20 cents, 30 cents, but not 200 cents. So they were going to buy something for 5 cents, and they were going to sell it to us for a fortune. They were going to make it would be, they'd have it down in Fortune magazine, they'd put it of the deal of the year, okay? You buy something like that. But it was so corrupt and so horrible. And when we told that to the administration, they didn't care. They just kept going forward. They couldn't care less. And they kept going forward. They knew that they were trying to sell it back to us. They would have sold it back to us. You would have ended up buying it. You would have paid probably 50, 60 cents, who knows. But they were going to use it for scrap metal, but then they made a much better deal. They could just buy it and sell it to us for 15, 20 times what they paid. 20 times, think of it, like 20 times what they paid. And we wouldn't let it happen. And the governor with his attorney general, Ken Paxton, they made a fantastic, they're a good lawyer. He's pushed around pretty good by people, right? I said, you got a great attorney general. They should leave him alone. He was with me. But Ken and the governor went to court, and a judge actually became incensed and actually called for an investigation. How could a thing like this happen? So he stopped it. So we're waiting to put that wall up. And now that you have a new president, that wall will go up so fast.
Yes, sir. Come on. Get that wall up. Get it up. Get it up. Man.
The governor will complain, sir. This is Greg Abbott, sir. Please, the wall is going up too fast. Please don't do that. You know the story about winning? No, we're going to win too much. We're winning too much, please. People always love that one. We'll do this with the wall. Governor Abbott calls, sir, the wall is going up too fast. We can't take it. We just can't take it. No, I think you'll be very happy if the wall goes up too fast, right? But we'll get that dude and we'll work with you on that. But it was a great decision by a great Texas judge, right? And it was beautiful to watch. He stopped them right in their track. I mean, they were literally loading this stuff onto trucks.
Protecting borders.
Honestly, it was terrible. And he wouldn't take it. So I'm so glad I mentioned that they have a really good governor in Texas. And I swear, I didn't know he was here. I swear to you, it sounds like a setup. I didn't know you would end. Did I get lucky? I said the right thing. Because there have been moments when I wasn't so happy with him, you know? But not too many, I can tell you that. So anyway, it's good to see you too, Governor. Great. But I just want to thank everybody. You've been incredible. I recognize so many of you. It's so crazy. But this has been a long journey. This was a journey that started in 2015, probably started 20 years before that. People used to say, you're going to run for president? You're going to run?
Yeah, Oprah Winfrey used to say that. You gonna run for president? You know what I'm saying? Where the hell is Oprah at anyway?
And I always said, no, 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 I don't want. And then one day I said, let's give it a shot. And what I talked about then was the border, too. I think it probably was the number one issue for me. Back in 2015, 2016, I talked about the border. And now I talked about the border, but this border is much worse. We fixed the border. It was totally fixed. There was nothing to talk about. 2020, by the way, that election was totally rigged, but that's okay.
There we go. There you go. It was rigged. But get over it, Trump. It's 2025. You're back there. Maybe we needed that. We needed that 4 years of terrible management for you to see what was going on. So when you come in, everything will be, you'll know what to do this time. So maybe it was meant. You know what I'm saying? Things happen for a reason. So glad you're back. Let's get to it.
It was a rigged election. The only thing good about it, it showed how bad they are, showed how incompetent, and frankly, historically, this is a much bigger event. If that would have gone like it should have. The bad thing about it is some bad things happen, like a lot of people in our country that wouldn't be in our country right now. So, that's the bad part. But I will say that it started in 2015, and right from the beginning, we went to the top. Day one, they announced Trump, and Trump went to number one and stayed there for the whole primary. And then we took on Hillary. She didn't look too happy today. We took on Hillary.
She sure didn't, boy.
A very nice person. But we took on Hillary, and we defeated Hillary. And then we did much better the second time in 2020. We got millions more votes. We got millions, like 10, 12 million more votes than we did the first time. No president has ever gotten that many more votes. I got like 9 million more than anybody else had ever gotten. And they said we lost. And because of that, I said to Melania, what do you think? And she said, you want to do this again? And had we lost, and had I thought we lost, I wouldn't do it again, because that's like the ultimate poll, right? But I knew how well we did, and this time we made it too big to rig. It was so big. They tried. They tried.
Big to rig, man.
But
it was too big.
They tried to do it, and around 9:02 they gave up. Last time they did bad things, but this time they just said, I don't know if you saw, Mr. Speaker, in Washington, they had placards. They were all set to march. They thought,
what's going on, Tony? I see you. Cash O'Kelly, what's up with it, man?
It'd be closer. A gentleman asked me, a very respected gentleman asked me yesterday, how come the polls were so wrong? They showed you winning, but not in a landslide. I said, because people that are true Trumpers are so angry at the whole polling system and at the writers, the fake news, that they don't want to talk to anybody. So when you call somebody from Trump, who are you voting for? They say, it's none of your business. I'm not telling you. And that was probably 40% of the people they called. So they would discard that one, and they didn't show that. And then when the election happened, the vote came, and it was much different, much higher than, we're going to win, but they really thought, they couldn't believe the one man said, it was so much higher. We won all 7 swing states. We won the popular vote by millions of votes, which is hard for a Republican. I'll tell you who came through. The unions came through. The auto workers were great. The Teamsters were great. The firemen were great. I think almost every union was.
All right, Cash O'Kelly, I appreciate you. Good, man. Good. I appreciate you.
The only one that weren't great, although Sean was great, and the Teamsters, Sean O'Brien, the head of the Teamsters, was fantastic. But generally speaking, the head of the union was against Trump, but the union would be with us for like 85%. Look, all the Democrat vote, and they voted for Trump. So we had a great experience. This has been, now we have to go to work and get it done, because we have to do something that's going to be great. We're going to turn our country around.
Turn it around.
And we're going to turn it around fast. And I think this was a better speech than the one I made upstairs, okay? I think this was better, J.D.
That one you made upstairs was intense. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris didn't clap. They didn't stand up. Hillary Clinton was looking mad. Bill Clinton had his mouth open the whole damn time. Like, that speech was good. This one was, you let your hair down a little bit, Trump. You let your hair down. You start doing your hand gestures. Everybody know when he start doing this. You know what I'm saying? But this was a good one. This was a good one.
I think this was much better, and I got to see my friend. So, Governor, take care of yourself. You call me, we'll start working. You know what that means with him? He's going to be calling me tomorrow morning at about 6. And I said, how about next week? You call me and we're going to get it started real fast. We'll really help you a lot. You've done a fantastic job protecting. I shouldn't say this. I'm going to get hell when I say this, but her feet are absolutely aching. You know, those heels. And we thought we were leaving. We were going home. Sir, would you be able to go down and say hello to some of your other fans that are here? I said, oh, I didn't know that. Well, did you get to see pretty clearly the picture, I hope? Good. That's good. But because you wouldn't want to make the same speech again, right? But she said, darling, I love you so much, but my feet are killing me. I said, honey, let me just see how far it is. I asked the person. Oh, not that long, maybe 400 or 500 yards. That's 5 football fields. I said, can you make it? She said, we're going to make it no matter what. We're going to make it because we have to do it. Right?
Right? Donald Trump don't be giving a damn. Whatever comes to his brain, he's saying it. That's what I like about Trump. Like, he going to keep it real. He don't give a damn. Look at Melania over there like, yeah, motherfucker, you know my feet hurt. Look at J.D. Vance's wife. You know what I'm saying? Trump, it's gonna be a fun 4 years. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think it's gonna be a fun 4 years. I just can't wait to start seeing Border Patrol and all these different YouTube clips in the news, and the liberals mad and going through all the different things they going through because Trump won. I just can't wait to see all that, man. This gonna be a fun 4 damn years, man.
And then we went out to the helicopter, though, just prior to this, and said goodbye. And it's a
Tony say the clock has started at noon to see if wars will be over in 24 hours. Well, you had a ceasefire before Trump even became president. You got Biden them trying to take credit for that. No, they can't take credit for it. You know what I'm saying? These are wars. So I don't think it's going to be over in 24 hours, but it's going to be over. They're going to be over. Biden and Kamala couldn't stop them damn wars. They ass too busy funding the damn wars. You know what I'm saying? So give the man a chance. Like I said earlier, give the man a chance. He only been in there for a day. Give him a chance. A lot of things are changing while he was even running, and they knew he was going to win. Things were changing. So give the man a chance, man.
And the wind is blowing like crazy, and with the hat that she's wearing, she almost blew away. We almost lost her. She was being elevated off the ground. She almost blew away.
We got another person here, George Biffiness, say he's going to be deleted in office. If you wishing on a man, if you wishing for somebody to die, man, you need to check yourself, man. What type of person are you? It sounds like you are a hater. You are a hater, man. Why are you hating? Like I say, all people who say that, they must not be from this country. You know what I'm saying? I got people tapping in from everywhere. You must not be from this country. If you ain't from this country, why the hell you worried about what's going on over here? Why you wishing death on people? You know what I'm saying? Words are powerful, and it could reverse onto you. So be careful about what you say about other people, man. Stop hating.
No, so we all appreciate it because you She's been a great First Lady, a beautiful and a great First Lady. And they love our First Lady. You know, JD, whenever I make a speech, I see hundreds of times, we love our First Lady, we love, and they do, and they should, she's great. So I just want to thank you very much. I just want to thank everybody. And I felt that, I said to JD, should we give him the A treatment, the B treatment, the C, the D, or the F? You know what the F is? Hello, everybody, thank you for being here. Bye-bye. I gave you the A+ treatment.
Man.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Governor. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go. This is just, it's a wonderful time, man. You got your haters, you got your trolls, you got people who wish death on people and all them different things, man. Something wrong with you, man. If you got to wish death on people, it says a lot about you. Says a lot about you, man. But we're gonna watch a little bit of the procession to the White House. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna watch a little bit of that and talk and chat it up. Stop hating, man. Stop hating. Stop hating. He get to ride in the beast. They say the beast is 6 feet tall. From the ground, from the wheels, all the way up to the top. It's 6 feet tall. 8-inch thick glass. Is a tank on 4 wheels. That's disguised as a Cadillac. A tank. And they got 2 of them identical. So you don't know which one the president is. They do all kind. Look at this. Look at that. Look how thick that door is. It's crazy that you got to protect a man who has power, you know what I'm saying, like this. Look how thick that door is. That got to be about 12 inches. At least 10. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to watch a little bit of this, man. He about to ride in the tank. He about to go to his, to the White House, chill out, go sign some executive orders to reverse all the things that Joe Biden reversed from Trump. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. They got a woman. She driving, a woman driving too. Let's see. Let's skip. One Easy Money says that's like a safe door. It is. Locatina. Hey, what's going on, Locatina? Glad you tapped in. Hope everything has been well with you. We don't need to hear all that noise. Let's fast forward a little bit. Look at Melania Trump. Melania Trump wearing that hat, boy. Let's go back a little bit. AAA, I see you. What's going on, AAA? Hope all is well. God bless you. That little gangster right there, boy. AAA say the CBP One app is closed. Man, as it should be. As it should be. Ain't no more flying over here. Ain't no more of that. They looping it. They looping it. Let's see. They looped that. But man, as long as the man got to his destination safe, that's all that mattered to me, man. We need a new start, the golden age, all that. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Okay, Locatina. Hope your day is blessed as always. You was in AAA say I was in Grime, New York for months, an emergency. I sent you an email. I gotta check my email. Hope everything is good with you though. Let me see here. We already seen that one. Now he about to sign some of these executive orders. I'm curious to, the day one orders. Let's see what he do on the day ones. Let's see. One Easy Money say, do you think that Tesla engine in the they ain't putting no Tesla engine in there. That's gas powered. That's tank engine. Ain't no Tesla tank. They ain't letting Elon Musk do all that now. They already letting them see what the government's spending money on, but they ain't finna let them put one of them Tesla engines in the tank. No way. No way. Nice try though, but no way.
We have about 6 commutations in there where we're doing further research. Nice to see you again. So this is a big one. Anything you want to explain about this? We hope they get them. We hope they come out tonight, frankly.
Send it to me again, AAA.
They're expecting it. Approximately 1,500 people. Six commutations.
He pardoning 1,500 people. 6 commutations. Wow, that's a lot of pardons. But hey, he said he was going to do it. The man ain't lying. Joe Biden pardoned so many people. He pardoned death row inmates, murderers, all type of different things. Like, come on.
Were there any cases you did not commute or pardon of people?
We're looking at different things. But the commutations would be the ones that we'll take a look, and maybe it'll stay that way, or it'll go to, full pardon.
And the order does require the Bureau of Prisons to act immediately on receipt of the pardons and commutation orders. Sir, this is an
Why don't we get that down so they can get them going right now?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is a proclamation guaranteeing the state's protection against invasion based on the current crisis at the southern border. It invokes various executive powers relating to the ongoing invasion at the southern border.
Mr. President, what makes you confident that those are not going to be blocked by the courts?
I don't think they will. I don't think they can be. They're very straight up. Why don't you take that and go over here? Could you get him over here, not on the side angle? Do you mind? Just go right over here with your friends. Okay?
Sir, this is an executive order realigning the United States refugee admission program to better align with American principles and American interests.
Okay?
Thank you, sir. This next executive order is about protecting America from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. Again, crisis at the border, but it goes beyond that and it implicates other executive powers as well.
Okay?
President Trump, if cartels are now going to be seen as foreign terror organizations, would you think about ordering U.S. Special Forces into Mexico to take them out?
Could happen. Stranger things have happened.
Mr. President,
And that was actually
sure that Maduro will accept Venezuelans?
Say it.
How will you make sure that Maduro will accept Venezuelans?
Well, we're going to see on Venezuela. We're looking at Venezuela very strongly. It's a country I know very well for a lot of reasons, and it's, boy, it was a great country 20 years ago, and now it's a mess, right?
Sir, can we expect ICE raids starting tomorrow?
Organizations to be foreign terrorist organizations?
That's a big one.
Yes, sir.
Big one.
People have wanted to do this for years. So they are now designated as terrorist organizations, foreign, and Mexico probably doesn't want that.
Cartels are terrorists. Did y'all see that signature he signed? The cartels are now terrorists. Wow.
But we have to do what's right. They're killing our people. They're killing 250, 300,000 American people a year. Not 100, like has been reported for 15 years. It's probably 300,000.
This is an executive
Mexico doesn't want that. How are you going to...
order entitled Protecting the American People Against Invasion, which again deals with the southern border and the unprecedented admission of illegal aliens across the southern border.
What do you see the biggest national security threat to the U.S., Mr.
He ain't taking no time. He's signing all of those. He's signing all of that.
President? What's going to be your priority on foreign policy?
Say?
What's going to be your priority on foreign policy? What do you see as the biggest national
Foreign
security
policy is a big statement. I mean, my priority on foreign policy, it's going to keep,
You know what I'm
it's going to
saying?
be to keep
Mark, they got it coming.
America safe. Very simple. It's a big question, though. That's a very big question.
Who is going to be the first foreign leader that you plan to meet, or who are you going to call tomorrow on your first day in
I've
office?
already been meeting people. I've been meeting them. I've been talking to them. I met with Prime Minister Trudeau, who I call Governor Trudeau. I met with numerous foreign leaders. Go ahead.
Sir, this next order relates to the definition of birthright citizenship under the 14th Amendment of the United States.
Yeah, that's a good one. Birthright. That's a big one.
That's a big one.
That one in the course. That one is likely.
Just because you came over here and you, just because you came over here and you had a baby, don't mean that they gonna get birthright citizenship. Come on.
We have very good grounds.
Sir,
People have wanted to do this for
decades.
Sir, this is a proclamation declaring a national emergency at the southern border of the United States.
That's a big one. A lot of big ones, huh? You know what that means,
That's a
right?
big one, too.
Maybe we should all read it together.
Let's read it.
Well, maybe I'll read it first and then make that
Read it.
determination.
That sounds great.
Peter, thank you very much. I may not have seen this for months.
Happy to help with the passing of the torch.
I did. I left him one in the desk, just like this.
What are you talking about?
Unification of our country. You know, I didn't know that he gave a pardon to his family because he did it during my speech.
Wow.
He didn't tell you in the limo?
No, he didn't tell me. No. He did it. They released it during my speech. I mean, during my speech.
Wow.
So all I could do.
So Biden did some last minute pardons before his dumb ass got up out of there. He pardoned his family. Boy, that sounds like being guilty.
Was say, excuse me, I'd like to come back and speak some more. So, no, we were surprised by that. It's bad precedent, obviously.
Where are you thinking on tariffs on Mexico, given these actions you're signing on the border?
Well, we're thinking in terms of 25% on Mexico and Canada because they're allowing vast numbers of people. Canada's a very bad abuser also. Vast numbers of people to come in and fentanyl to come in.
When do you think you would enact those?
I think February 1st.
Are you planning on giving notice of that?
I think we'll do it February 1st.
25% on both, sir?
Sir,
on each.
On each, yeah.
This is an executive order taking a large number of executive actions to secure our southern border.
Okay.
Secure it. You about to sign it, y'all. We about to watch him sign it. Secure that damn border.
Sounds reasonable.
That's a big one.
President Trump, we remember for what he thinks the top threat to the country is right now.
No. I think we have a lot of them. Right now, I think we have a lot. I think North Korea turned out to be good. I was very friendly with him. He liked me. I liked him. We got along very well. They thought that was a tremendous threat. Now, he is a nuclear power, but we got along. I think he'll be happy to see him coming back.
And
I think he has tremendous condo capability. He's got a lot of shoreline.
Thank you, sir.
Are we going to work with countries from South America to coordinate on immigration?
About who?
About immigration in general.
This is an executive order. Sorry, sir.
I'm fine with legal immigration. I like it. We need people.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm absolutely fine with it. We want to have it. We need it because we're going to have a lot of companies coming in to avoid tariffs. You know, if you don't want tariffs, all you have to do is build your plant in the U.S. So we're going to have a lot of workers coming in. But we have to have legal immigration.
Do you have a date in mind for when you want to put in on the China tariffs that you talked about?
Which one?
It's going to be a lot of jobs, y'all. I truly believe that. So it shouldn't be no excuse about you can't find no damn job. Don't let legal migrants come in here and take all the damn jobs. Get your ass up, stop being lazy, put the damn weed down and the drink down and get your ass in workforce and make some of this damn money. Because from what I'm on, ain't no more IRS in a minute. So get all the money you can, man. Take care of your family. Get your ass and stop being so dirty.
Oh, China? Well, as you know, I put on large tariffs on China, and they've really been forced to leave them. And if we didn't leave them, you wouldn't have one steel mill that's open in this country because they were dumping massive amounts of steel. We've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars from China because they were unable to terminate the tariffs I put on China because it was too much money and the budgets didn't work, and other reasons too. No, I mean, we're going to have meetings and calls with President Xi. I spoke to President Xi last week, as you know. Did you know that? I had a very good phone call.
Did you come with NATO at this point? Your NATO allies?
No, NATO has to pay more money. NATO has to pay 5%. We are, and we've spent $200 billion more on Ukraine than NATO has spent. And they've got to equalize.
Did you talk to Xi about
equalize, man? NATO needs to spend money.
Yeah.
Because China and Brazil.
NATO need to come in with some money.
To bring Russia and Ukraine to talk.
That's good. That's fine. I'm ready.
When are you going to talk with the Brazilian president?
How did Brazil get involved?
Brazil's involved.
This is a new one.
When are you going to talk to Lula?
Are you from Brazil?
I'm from Brazil. When are you talking?
That's why they're involved, I guess.
When are you going to talk with the Brazilian president? How do you see our relationship with Latin America and Brazil?
Great. Should be great. They need us much more than we need them. We don't need them. They need us. Everybody needs us.
This is it sounds like you will not proceed with additional China tariffs necessarily, depending on how talks go with President Xi. Is that correct?
What does that define that?
Well, we are asking, you pledged in the campaign potentially a 10% tariff on China, or as much as
Because of fentanyl.
Right. So I'm asking where you're.
That's only because of fentanyl. There are other things too.
Are additional.
And a very big thing is the Panama Canal. China controls the Panama Canal.
So are China tariffs?
And we're not going to allow that to happen.
Are they still on the table, or is that?
We're not going to allow that to happen.
Thank you, sir.
What can we expect of the countries in NATO that spend the least amount of money, like Spain, France, below the 5%?
Spain is very low. You know what a BRICS nation is? That's okay, but we're going to put at least a 100% tariff on the business they do with the United States. You know what the BRICS is, right? You guys know.
Brazil,
you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying.
So this is
it's not even a threat. In fact, since I made that statement, Biden said, well, they have us over a barrel.
Look, everybody in this chat, man, there's 203 people, man. The numbers keep going up and down, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, double tap the screen, man. Get your boy out there in the algorithm. If anything, y'all can double tap the screen. If y'all ain't gonna subscribe, please double tap the screen. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time watching all these things. Like yesterday, I didn't get a chance to watch it. I wanted to live stream the whole thing, but I had a lot of things to do yesterday. But man, y'all here with Mr. Zach, man, hit that damn subscribe button. All you got to do is just push it. It don't cost you nothing. None of that. None of that. Rock with your boy, man. This is a live broadcast of Donald Trump inauguration, him signing executive orders, him putting his foot down. You had Joe Biden and Kamala Harris looking like some damn idiots. Humiliation rituals for them. That's what that was. They had to sit in the front row. They wasn't clapping. They wasn't standing up. Only time they stood up and clapped was when they talk about they released some of those hostages, which is respectable. But you can see the hate in their eyes. You can see everything. Like they didn't give a damn. Trump talk about his ear getting half shot off. They ain't even had no sympathy for that. You know what I'm saying? But hit the subscribe button, man. This is a new America. This is going to be a new America. The golden age, freedom of speech, 2 genders, no men and women's sports, God back into schools, closed borders, all that. You mean tell me y'all can't hit that damn subscribe button for me? You can hit it and forget about it. Hit it and forget it. Remember that commercial? Set it and forget it. That infomercial back in the day. Hit the subscribe button and forget it. Just leave it on. Just subscribe and just don't think about it no more. Hit all notifications, though. Hit that bell, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, man. He's signing these executive orders, man. He's changing things. People saying, some people in the chat say he a liar. He ain't doing it. Y'all witnessing it right now. He changed that black pen, that marker in his hand. Dude handing them books or whatever that is to sign the little bills. He changing it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. God bless America.
I said, no, we have them over a barrel. And there's no way they're going to be able to do that.
This is an executive order relating to
tariffs, those countries, like Spain?
As a BRICS nation, yes. They'll have 100% tariff if they so much as even think about doing what they thought.
Can you explain how is
Which, and therefore they'll give it up immediately. So will China give it up.
So this is about reforming the system of hiring in the federal government to ensure that merit is the lodestar of hiring decisions
as per the Supreme Court.
Other matters. Yes, sir.
This is a big deal, merit. Our country is going to be based on merit.
again. Can you believe it?
Mr. President, you had said you would end the Russia-Ukraine war on your first day in office. Where do things stand right now, and how do you intend?
Well, this is only half a day. I have another half a day left.
We got L.E. Gardy in here from the Bahamas, man. You out there chilling, ain't you? What's going on in the Bahamas right now? Amy Morgan, you're welcome. You're welcome, Amy. We got Dalen. What's going on with it?
We'll see. We want to get it done.
This is an order creating and implementing the Department of Governmental Efficiency, known as DOGE.
Doge. He's signing in Doge,
Is Elon
yeah.
Musk going to get a West Wing office?
No, he's getting an offer.
The cameraman giving you an angle of Donald Trump's signature at the bottom of the little marquee right there. It's crazy. He signed long. How long do you take to spell Donald Trump? You can't copy that signature. Let's watch it.
Office for about 20 people that we're hiring to make sure that these get
Pittsburgh
implemented.
up in here. What's going on?
We have a problem in this country. You sign
Ohio.
an executive order, it doesn't get done for 6 months. As an example, when we allowed the J6 hostages to go out, it might not be approved under the old days for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 months. You know, they had a good ruling from the Supreme Court, and it's like nothing happened. That ruling was 6 months ago, you know that. And it was like they didn't have a ruling. They've been treated very
Appreciate you, Easy Money.
very unfair. The judges have been
Northern Cal.
absolutely brutal. The prosecutors have been brutal. Nobody's ever treated people in this country like that.
Mr. President, are you commuting the sentences of anyone who assaulted a police officer on January 6th?
Well, we're looking at 2 police officers, actually, that Washington police officers who went after an illegal, and things happened, and they ended up putting them in jail. They got 5-year jail sentences. You know the case. And we're
Indiana.
looking at that.
You know what everybody want to tell, man, put in the chats where y'all from. I've seen Indiana, I see Northern Cali, I see Pittsburgh, Ohio, what else? Bahamas, man. Man, put where y'all from in the chats, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all American. This is an American thing right here, man. All outsiders, you can come into the chats, but don't say nothing dumb, because the Americans, these American citizens, man, these proud American citizens are gonna put you in your place in the chat. So don't come here talking about anything stupid. You know what I'm saying? We got Gettysburg, we got Vancouver, British Columbia here, we got Philly, we got Savannah. Is that Savannah, Georgia? We got Australia up in here, man. This is a big deal, man. The world, like the United States, man, I ain't gonna say that they run the world, but when we got good leadership, it affects everything in the world. You know what I'm saying? We got Houston, Texas in here. We got Florida up in here. Damn. People from everywhere. We got St. Louis up in here, man. We got the Lou up in here. Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? California. He said California. The whole California up in here. You know what I'm saying? Man, look. America affects the world. You know what I'm saying? We got the West Coast up in here. We got New York City, blue state. They up in here. How they feeling in New York? Did they celebrate when Donald Trump won? Because they don't show us this. They don't show us a lot of them things. You know, a lot of those different things in the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? You got to really dig deep to see how New Yorkers feel. You know what I'm saying? Jane, let me see. These folks who believe in that guy, I feel sorry for you. For what? Why you feeling sorry? You got alien atheists talking about, I feel you, Jane. What you mean you feel sorry? Should have felt sorry when Kamala Harris and Joe Biden was in goddamn office. They was the ones that was pushing the evilness. Come on, man. We got Huntsville, Alabama in here, man. We got Alabama. Mark Nugent say, what happens in America spills into Australia. Man, you know what I'm saying? Carl Foy say Trump a pimp. Man, he a pimp, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna pimp the government. He gonna pimp all, not the government, he gonna pimp all these different countries that want to sell stuff in here. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to benefit, all the American citizens, we supposed to benefit from that. We ain't supposed to be paying no damn taxes. What the hell? You know? We got Amanda up in here. What's going on, man?
In order to give them a, we got to give them a break.
But is there clemency in your actions today for anyone?
Well, it would be a pardon. That would be a pardon. The one I'm talking about would be a pardon.
Here you go, sir. This
Should there be punishment for the people who assaulted law enforcement officers that day?
Well, I will say this. They've been in jail for a long time already.
Perth from Australia.
I see murderers in this country get 2 years, 1 year, and maybe no time. So they've already been in jail for a long time. These people have been destroyed. What they've done to...
Alien atheists say Elon with that salute was pretty wild. Look, Elon is from Africa. Did you know that? Elon is African. He's not from America. For him to do what he did, you think he thinking about Hitler and America's problems? He ain't thinking about that. I ain't even see what you're talking about, but I can just imagine. He did this, the Hail Hitler thing. That was probably the furthest thing from his mind. Elon is an African. Okay? You can't hold that against him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't thinking about that. People gonna say what they say. This is crazy. I got you, AAA. He is MAGA. So what? I'm MAGA too. What's wrong with being MAGA? All it means is make America great again. Like, they try to demonize that name, MAGA. He's a MAGA Republicans. And come on, man. I'm gonna hit your ass with a.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
It's just initials. MAGA. Make America great again. That's it. That's it.
To these people is outrageous. There's rarely been anything like it in history, in the history of our country. And even people that were aggressive, and in many cases, I believe they happen to be outside agitators, but you know, what do I know? But I think they were outside agitators. They were outside agitators involved. And obviously the FBI was involved because Ray admitted the FBI was involved. Didn't he say 23 people indirectly or directly were involved? And it was then 26. That's a lot of people. Now we have, we got to take care of these people have been treated so badly. It's never happened before. What happened in Seattle where they took over a big portion of the city? What happened in Portland?
Yeah, what happened?
Where they burn down the city every day.
All that.
And people die. Nothing happened to anybody. But they go after these people violently. I mean, they're still going after brand new people. They found somebody else with a picture. There's never been anything like this. And you know, it's almost 100%. Think of this. Almost 100% of the people are convicted. 100%. It's Washington, D.C.
Yeah, like he say, all the January 6 people been treated bad. But what about all the burning down the cities and all these people that was doing all this stuff? They wasn't getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? It's madness. It's madness.
People go into a trial and they say, oh, I have a wonderful lawyer and I didn't do anything wrong. And they...
I ain't gonna let it happen. And then start signing.
Interest in buying it, but is there any other option that would satisfy you?
About what?
Greenland, instead of buying it.
Finland?
Greenland.
Oh, Greenland. Greenland is a wonderful place. We need it for international security. And I'm sure that Denmark will come along. I think it's costing them a lot of money to maintain it, to keep it. The people of Greenland are not happy with Denmark, as you know. I think they're happy with us. We had representatives, my son and representatives went up there 2 weeks ago, and they like us. So we'll see what happens. But Greenland is necessary, not for us.
Man.
It's necessary for international security. You have Russian boats all over the place. You have China boats all over the place, warships. And
Putin, sir.
so the first foreign trip typically has been with UK, but I did it with Saudi Arabia last time because they agreed to buy $450 billion worth of our product. I said, I'll do it, but you have to buy American product, and they agreed to do that.
Yeah,
they bought $450 billion. It was the least reported story I've ever been involved
And
in.
now, where are you planning to go now?
Well, I don't know. If Saudi Arabia wanted to buy another 450 or 500, we'll up it for all the inflation.
Mr. President, you say you were going
think
to
I'd
end the
probably go
war's first day. How do you plan to end the Ukraine war?
Well, we're going to try and get it done as quickly as possible.
Do you want to push Israel and Saudi
It should have
Arabia?
never started. You know, the war with Ukraine and Russia should have never started. It would.
Trump, you ain't got to keep telling them that, man. You ain't got to keep telling them that. Everybody know if you won in the 2020 election, none of this stuff would have been happening. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to keep explaining that.
Would have never started if I were president.
Will you push Israel and Saudi Arabia to normalize relations?
I don't think I have to push them. I think it's going to happen, but maybe not quite yet. But they'll end up being in the Accords, the Abraham Accords.
President Trump,
I think Saudi Arabia will end up being in the Abraham Accords.
This year?
Could be, but soon, not in a very long way. Oh, look at that! It says TikTok.
TikTok.
My, what is that all about?
Everybody was tripping on that TikTok. Now, what he about to sign? I know TikTok got 90 days to make a damn decision. So I want to see what this is myself. I got a TikTok. Matter of fact, y'all go follow my TikTok, man. It's not Mr. Zach Reacts. It's Papa Z Films, my last name. So y'all go follow that when y'all get a chance. But we gonna see what he talking about with this TikTok thing.
First, we have Alaska, sir. This is an executive order relating to unleashing Alaska's potential as an energy reservoir for the entire nation.
And what about Anwar?
I believe that would be included in aspects of the order.
So we're opening up Anwar.
on the TikTok piece, President Trump, you and your members of your team now used to warn about the dangers of TikTok spying on Americans. What changed that you're not worried about that anymore?
Well, it depends on the deal. I mean, I may not do the deal or I may do the deal. TikTok is worthless. Worthless.
Somebody in the chat, man, look up what MAGA means in Spanish. Somebody said, what did he say? Hold on. Cuz Xander said MAGA in Latin means witch. Somebody in the chat look up what MAGA mean. I think they just trolling. Spare me, say Elon and Archangel. Oh, Lord. Wow.
If I don't approve it, it has to close. I learned that from the people that own it. If I don't do the deal, it's worthless, worth nothing. If I do the deal, it's worth maybe $1 trillion, $1 trillion. So if I do the deal I'm talking about doing it for the United States. If I do the deal for the United States, then I think we should get half.
I don't know. Why would you lie? People lie all the time. We gonna fact check it, damn it. It's freedom of speech over here, but when you saying stuff like that, we need to fact check it, okay?
The TikTok
In other words, I think the U.S. should be entitled to get half of TikTok. And congratulations, TikTok has a good partner. And that would be worth, could be $500 billion or something. Yeah. It's crazy. The numbers are crazy.
That $500
but it's worthless if the president doesn't sign, then it's worthless. If the president does sign, it's worth maybe $1 trillion. So I think, like a joint venture, I think we would have a joint venture with the people from TikTok.
Let me Google this. I'm going to Google it. I got my phone right here. I'm about to Google what it means. It ain't going to mean nothing to me, though. I don't really give a damn. Shit, we making America great again. Y'all can have y'all meanings of whatever it is you want. It don't matter to me. Let me see. I'm on Google it real quick for you. What does the word, should I put the word MAGA? Let me see. The word MAGA mean in Spanish? Let me see. It means magician. Somebody in the chat said that already. It means magician. So what that means is magician is a witch. Boy, I tell you, some people, boy, they be trying to reach for stuff. So, and Elon Musk is dark magician. Okay. MAGA in Latin does mean witch. So witch in Latin is a magician? Because I just Googled it. Let me show y'all. I don't know if I can show y'all real quick. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Let me do something. Since we here, I can minimize this. Then we're gonna go to Google. Okay, we're gonna go to Google. What does the word, I type with two fingers, y'all. I'm not no secretary. What does the word MAGA mean in Spanish? Y'all see what that mean? It mean, in English, it means magician. So I don't see where it say witch. Magicians are witches? Is that what you're trying to say? What does the slang MAGA mean? Let me see. Make America Great Again. Okay. What does the Latin word MAGA mean? Let me see. An enchantress, a woman with magical powers. Okay, I still don't see witch. They gotta say witch. I don't. That might have been this right here. Enchantress. However you say that damn word. A woman with magical powers. Refer to magical things. Okay. I still don't see the word witch. What does MAGA mean in Japan? Confusion, complication, distortion. See, we ain't living in Japan. Okay. What is the old meaning of MAGA? Make America Great Again. So I don't want to hear that old witch stuff y'all talking about. Boy, y'all just trying to just put anything on this man and Elon Musk or whatever going on. Which magician, it don't matter. They're the same. Go to Google Translate and type MAGA, then translate to Latin. I did that. I don't know how to do no Google Translate. Let me see. I ain't good with the Google Translate. Spanish. And okay. There it is. I'm typing MAGA. Should I put all caps? MAGA. It means magician. Let me do it one more time. MAGA means magician. Okay. Good try, y'all. Good try. Good try. Oh, Latin. Okay, hold on. Mean in Latin. Spanish. Wait a minute, hold on. English. Spanish and Latin. Latin. Damn.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Okay, well, that's probably why a lot of these damn migrants is mad at Trump, because he a damn witch in Latin. What that supposed to mean to me? I mean, okay, y'all, look, Maga in Latin, English, a witch. Oh, well, get over it. If y'all think he a witch in Latin, and Latin is not American, except for South America. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? This witch done signed executive orders to close the damn borders to make two genders, male and female. He took men out of women's sports. He's saying the word God, all this. Y'all can do all these hypotheticals and say all these different things. It don't matter nothing to me. I don't even speak Latin, so to me, I don't understand. When he say MAGA, it say make America great again. To me, that's in English. So, hey, take it how you want to take it. But y'all prove.
Because he's got nothing. I mean, they really have nothing. It's passed in Congress. It gives the president a
Brian Ramos said, I love this witch. Man.
right to make a deal or to close it. And we have 90 days to see making a deal where the U.S. gets 50% of TikTok, polices it a little bit or a lot, depends on them. But remember, they make telephones in China. They make all sorts of things in China. Nobody ever complains about that. Here they're complaining about this.
China.
There's so many different products made in China, and nobody ever complained about it. The only one they complain about is TikTok. And TikTok is largely young people. I guess I have a warm spot for TikTok that I didn't have originally. But, you know, I went on TikTok, and I won young people up by 36%, Peter. And Republicans typically don't do too well with young people. But it's a different Republican Party.
Would the U.S. government buy a portion of TikTok then, or how would it get that 50%?
No, you'd take, but the U.S. essentially would be paid for doing that half of the value of TikTok.
Would there be a private sector owner as
Could
well?
Be, yeah, it could be a lot. Tell you.
All these TikTok users, y'all better pray. 90 days. If the president don't do this deal, or China don't do this deal, TikTok ain't gonna mean nothing to nobody. So I'm telling y'all now, if y'all got a TikTok following, why TikTok got cut back on, if y'all got a bunch of followers, man, y'all need to start putting emails up in there to get these people to follow your new social media. Go to Instagram, come to YouTube, do something. But what I seen the reactions of people who thought TikTok was gone forever, they was crying and doing all kind of stuff. Take your crowd and your following somewhere else, just in case. And if TikTok do stay around, then you'll have two areas to do your content. So I'm not a big TikTok guy. I mean, I got a TikTok. I post on there sometimes, but it's not something that I think about every day. So take this advice. Take your fans and your following somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Just simple as that. Then you won't be on here crying and acting, looking like a fool because TikTok got shut down. And then also get you a job. Get you make TikTok your second job. Get you a number one job, first of all. Get you a job. Then you ain't gotta cry and act and look stupid online because you done lost your whole damn following. So move your following somewhere else. Period.
You know what? Every rich person has called me about TikTok.
You wanted to block TikTok. Why did you change your mind?
Because I got to use it. And remember, TikTok is largely about kids, young kids. If China's going to get information about young kids, I don't know. I think, to be honest with you, I think we have bigger problems than that. But you know, when you take a look at telephones that are made in China and all the other things that are made in China, military equipment made in China, TikTok. So if we create, and it would be zero for the next infinity. For infinity, it would be zero.
Mr. President, when you plan to talk to President Musk going to help implement the executive orders? I think you mentioned implementation.
Elon, no. Elon's very busy sending rocket ships up to various places with lots of satellites on them.
What is your reaction to the confirmation of Marco Rubio, and what does it mean for Latin America?
Which one?
Marco Rubio tonight.
Marco Rubio. You said Marco Rubio. Yeah, I think he's great. I think Marco's doing a fantastic job. I think he's going to get a lot of votes. I think he's going to be at 90% or something. I mean, I'm hearing very good. People know him. They know him in the Senate. They know he's good. He's doing a good job. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know what's going to happen with that. He's got some very strong ideas, though, Marco.
You signed the TikTok order, right? Did you sign the TikTok order?
Yeah.
Yes, that was just
President Marco Rubio's ideas is
just signed it.
How many did you
still
sign?
changing Venezuela, changing power. Are you still committed with Maduro leaving power in Venezuela?
Well, we're going to find out about that too, because we're going to probably stop buying oil from Venezuela. We don't need their oil.
Another embargo like the first term?
No, it could be, but we don't want to buy. We don't have to buy their oil. We have plenty of oil for ourselves. So
President Trump.
That'll change Venezuela quite a bit.
President Trump, there was a lot of concern about this during the campaign. A question that only works today. Are you a dictator on day one?
No. I can't imagine even being called that. No, I believe in the sanctity of the vote. The Democrats didn't because they cheated like dogs, but I believe in the sanctity, and this was too big to rig. This last election was just too big to rig.
Too big.
But no, really the opposite.
When do you plan to speak to President Putin?
Could be very soon.
And you talked a bit about Ukraine and Russia, but how long do you think it would take
Miami, Florida.
to end that conflict? And
I have to speak to President Putin. We're going to have to find out. He can't be thrilled.
Hold on. Jonathan Garfield say ban Temu. For what? Man, you order something from Temu, they going to send you all kind of deals, all kind of different things like that. You can get about 15 things for about $10. Don't ban Temu.
He's not doing so well. I mean, he's grinding it out, but most people thought that war would have been over in about 1 week. And now you're into 3 years, right? So he can't be thrilled. It's not making him look very good. Now, eventually, you know, I mean, it's a big machine, so things will happen, but...
And look, when they banned the TikTok, I didn't know TikTok owned the video editing program CapCut. They ain't even put CapCut back up. They put TikTok back, but when they did the TikTok ban, CapCut got banned too, and it messed up a lot of content creators because they was using CapCut. So it's messing with their creativity right now. Like, they need to bring CapCut back for real. I use CapCut, but I do know how to use other programs, so it's not really affecting me like that, but CapCut was easy.
I think it'd be very well off to end that war. We have numbers that almost 1 million Russian soldiers have been killed. About 700,000 Ukrainian soldiers are killed. Russia's bigger, they have more soldiers to lose. But that's no way to run a country.
What did your TikTok order do, Mr. President?
It just gave me the right to sell it or close it. Essentially with TikTok, I have the right to either sell it or close it. And we'll make that determination. And we may have to get an approval from China too, I'm not sure. But I'm sure they'll approve it. And if they don't approve it, it would be somewhat of a hostile act, I think. But it's good for China if it gets approved.
Mr. President, so you're not guaranteeing that TikTok will be around after 90 days from today?
No, but it could very well be. It makes sense for it to be, because it's got tremendous value. But if we create the value by approving, in other words, that approval gives it tremendous value.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then we should be entitled to 50% as a country.
Yeah.
You understand? You haven't heard that one before, right? That's called a joint venture. And nobody ever thought that way before. Well, I don't know. I think you have a lot of people that would be interested in TikTok with the United States as a partner.
Mr. President, what was it like walking into the Oval Office?
That's cool. That's cool, Jonathan. I mean, some people, they got scammed on Temu, but I didn't. I ordered twice on there and got everything I asked for. It might have been missing a shoelace, but technically I got everything I asked for. You know what I'm saying? Temu is one of those suppliers that send you stuff that, I understand. You know what I'm saying? They so cheap. But man, if you feel like Temu need to be banned, and ban Temu. It don't bother me at all, because I don't shop on Temu like that. I just tried it. It went to my phone one day. I was like, damn, you can get this for $10? And I paid for it. And they sent it minus the shoelace. I can go get shoelaces any damn where. All right? So, hey, if that's how y'all feel, ban Temu. Hashtag ban Temu.
Oh, what a great feeling. One of the better feelings I've ever had.
Do you like this town better now than in 2017?
Well, we're very experienced now. You would say nobody's ever had experience like I have. I've dealt with some very good people. I've dealt with some very bad people, and I know who the bad ones are and the good ones are. Don't forget, I was very successful in primarily the real estate business. And people used to say, who's worse, a politician or a vicious real estate developer? And I'd always say, the real estate developer is far worse. But after about 3 months and getting to know scum like Adam Schiff and other people like that, I said, no, actually, real estate people are quite nice by comparison.
You said you plan to speak with President Putin soon. What about President Zelensky, and what's your message?
Yeah, I would, but he's told me he wants to make a deal. Zelensky wants to make a deal. I don't know if Putin does. He might not. I don't know. He should make a deal. I think he's destroying Russia by not making a deal. I think Russia's going to be in big trouble. You take a look at their economy. You take a look at the inflation in Russia. So I would hope. I got along with him great, and I would hope he wants to make a deal.
Mr. President, are you keeping U.S. sanctions on Russia until he makes a deal?
Well, sanctions or tariffs. I think the word tariff is much better because it keeps your dollar stronger. I think tariffs are more effective. I mean, I used sanctions on Iran. Iran was broke. When I left office, Iran was broke. They had no money for Hamas or Hezbollah, none. They were flat broke. And October 7th would have never happened. And I think you all know that. It would have never happened. They had no money.
They know it.
Now
they know it.
Rich, but they're weakened in a different way. I would say that the one attack by Israel really set them back. It really set them back. The pagers, and others. The attack on air defense was a bad attack for Iran.
What are you citing now, sir?
It's an executive order relating to reforms to the federal workforce, including to the senior executive service.
We're getting rid of all of the cancer. I call it cancer. The cancer caused by the Biden administration.
Get the cancer.
How confident are you, Mr. President, that you can keep the ceasefire in Gaza and conclude the 3 phases of this deal?
I'm not confident. That's not our war, it's their war, but I'm not confident. But I think they're very weakened on the other side.
Do you support the 2-state?
Gaza, boy, I looked at a picture of Gaza. Gaza is like a massive demolition site. That place it's really, it's got to be rebuilt in a different way.
Do you plan to help rebuilding Gaza?
I might. Gaza is interesting. It's a phenomenal location. On the sea, the best weather. Everything's good. It's like some beautiful things could be done with it, but it's very interesting. But some fantastic things.
Y'all crazy in the chats. I'm glad y'all respecting each other, though. Sometimes people in the chats be saying some real outlandish things to each other, but I'm glad y'all showing some type of respect for each other, man. Everybody got their thoughts and everybody believing what they believe in, man. But if you come in here really trolling, man, they gonna let you know in the chats. Shout out to the chats, man.
This could be done with Gaza.
How do you see the future in governance for Gaza?
Well, it depends. I can't imagine you could have, well, you certainly can't have the people that were there. Most of them are dead, by the way, right? Most of them are dead. But they didn't exactly run it well. Run viciously and badly. So you can't have that.
Mr. President, on TikTok, sir, can you pause and
He ain't finna build no damn golf course in Gaza.
decision on Chinese tariffs until you know what the resolution on TikTok will be? Are those things
No,
connected at
if
all?
China didn't approve it, we could put tariffs on China. Don't forget, China charges us tariffs, and we charge them very little, except for what I did. I put a lot of, we took in hundreds of billions of dollars. But until I came along, China never paid 10 cents to this country. They ripped us off, and they never paid anything. But like, if we wanted to make a deal with TikTok, and it was a good deal, and China wouldn't approve it, then I think ultimately they'd approve it, because we'd put tariffs on China. Maybe. I'm not saying I would, but you certainly could do that. And if we said, well, if you're not going to approve it, then that's a certain hostility, and we'll put tariffs of 25, 30, 40, 50%, even 100%. And if we did that, I think they'd approve it.
President Trump, you've seen the other living presidents a couple times in the last few months. If you ever had to call on one of them for advice about anything that's going on here, which one would you call?
It's an interesting. Well, I thought Bill Clinton was a very good politician.
Right.
I don't think he was used properly. I think they disrespected
That's crazy, John. I see your comment. That's crazy.
him. When Hillary was running, he came back and he said, you know, you better get up to Michigan and Wisconsin. You remember that, Peter? Every house has a Trump sign on it. And they all laughed at him because the Republicans hadn't won Michigan or Wisconsin for decades, long time. And they all laughed at Bill Clinton. Like, the hell does he know? And he turned out to be right, because I won both of them. And then we just won both in this election, too. We won Wisconsin and Michigan and every other swing state. We won all the swing states, all 7. They talked about 7 swing states. We
Brian Ramos say, Mr. Zach, what you think about Cali fires? Natural causes or man-made? I did a video on that. It all goes back to when somebody told me about some smart cities. 15-minute cities is what they call it. 15 minutes. In the city of 15 minutes, it take you 15 minutes to get to the doctor, take you 15 minutes to get to the DMV, it take you 15 minutes to get to the grocery. Everything is within 15-minute area. You ain't even got to leave outside of that. But when I heard about smart cities, the year 2028, when the Olympics is supposed to be out here in California, Southern California. And then I seen a video, the smart city video. They trying to make it a smart city where everything is connected through like internet and AI, all this stuff. So, of course, they're going to ask people to sell. If people don't sell, I don't even think they asked. I think they waited and knew when it was going to be 100-mile-an-hour winds. And they got 4 years to build this smart city, because the video said they want to have a smart city up and running by the Olympics because the world is watching. So they knew when they can predict the weather. So when they knew it was going to be some Santa Ana winds, a spark happened somewhere and burnt down all that stuff. The property going to be so tore up that people ain't going to want to build. They took away their fire insurance. that's crazy how you ain't got no fire insurance. They drop you a year and a half or whatever it was before, a couple months before this fire happened. Like fire, they drop your fire insurance and a fire actually happened. You know what I'm saying? So what better way to not ask people to sell their properties, just burn them up out of there, start building. They already in plans on building already. LA 2.0, they ain't just saying LA 2028 smart city, they saying 2.0. And then you have fires jumping from 30 miles away, 40 miles away. I'm down here in Southern California. I know exactly where Altadena is. I know exactly where the Palisades is. I know exactly where the Sunset Fire was, where they had the Runyon Canyon burning up there. Runyon Canyon is a place where people go hiking for exercise. It's an exercise trail. That started burning up. You had up in Sylmar, you know how far it is from all these, like, so maybe those cities are on the radar to build smart cities in. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been, I ain't gonna say it could have been a natural, and it could have been man-made. It's hard to say, but it's just a coincidence that they talking about smart cities and the Olympics and all these different things. So, and then no fire insurance to cover these people. Some of these people did, you know, they wasn't covered. And I have State Farm insurance, you know what I'm saying? And I know a few people that work for State Farm. They said that they send out memos to everybody to say, we can help you get fire insurance from other companies, but we're not covering it. So they try to cover it. State Farm try to cover their ass. They said that people I know that work for State Farm said they send out memos to the customers saying that they can help you look for other fire insurance. But a lot of people said, I'll do it next week. I'll do it in a month. I'll do it. And in the time between that, a fire happened and burned down their damn house. So now they caught with their pants down, can't rebuild. So guess who's going to come swoop in and take the land? A lot of investors and builders and all this stuff. So, hey, your guess is as good as mine at this point. But it is a coincidence that all these people didn't have no fire insurance. So, crazy. Crazy. The fires are still burning. They still burning while they talking about rebuilding. Like, damn, you ain't let the fires go out first before y'all start talking about we finna start rebuilding over here? It's crazy.
We want them all. So, but Bill Clinton he had a great political sense, I think.
You looked like you were having a good conversation with President Obama at President Carter's.
I was. And you'd like to know what it was? Oh. Everybody wants to know. I know, I wouldn't want to, but we were having some crazy conversations. Why do you asking a question like that? I don't think you want to know. You might not.
Tell us what you just signed.
You might be insulted.
It's an executive order relating to holding former government officials accountable for unlawful disclosure of sensitive information. This next one, sir, is a declaration of a national energy emergency.
So you also
That's a big one. You know what that allows you to do? That means you can do whatever you have to do to get out of that problem. And we do have that kind of an emergency.
President Trump, at some point will you use your powers of the presidency to tell Americans who are concerned about drones?
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
What exactly
I will.
Can you tell us now?
In fact, I'd like to know because I just got here.
What do you think?
I just came here. I've been here for what, 15 minutes now.
Do people listening, because this is going out loud.
And I got to read this letter too. Because of you, I found this letter.
I can read it for you.
It's interesting. Yeah, I know you would. Your father would too.
But is it anything these drones? Is it anything that people need to be worried about?
No, I think it's terrible. I would like to find out what it is and tell the people.
And can you commit to some kind of...
In fact, I'd like to do that. Could we find out what that was, Susie? Okay? Yeah, why don't we find out? Immediately. I mean, I can't imagine it's an enemy, or there would have been, people would have gotten blown up all over. Maybe they were testing things. I don't know why they wouldn't have said what it was. They had a lot of them flying over Bedminster, which is interesting, right?
And with the events today and yesterday, was everything moved inside just for cold weather, or was there some kind of security concern?
No security, because they had everything shut down to drones. You can shut that down pretty easily if you're sophisticated. They're very sophisticated, these people. No, it was just cold weather, and we made a good move because, first of all, I thought it was incredible in the Capitol today. You know why I liked it? Because I got great reviews on that speech. I got great reviews. Can you believe it? They actually were fair. Maybe the fake news is changing.
Unleashing energy production.
Unleashing energy production. But I thought it was, I think having it in the Capitol is great. It's obviously, you can take care of the people you have to take care of. The city was booming. And if we would have done it outside, people would have been hurt because it was really cold. It was looked sunny. But when you stood outside for 10 minutes, people were running back in. It was really cold and really windy. The wind brings it down a lot. So we made the right decision. You couldn't have stayed. I don't think you could have had it out. You know how cold it was today. It was, people went out for a little while just to test it. They couldn't stay out more than 10 minutes. They all came back in. So we would have had a disaster if we did that, and people would have been hurt.
President, the unlawful disclosure, EO, is that related to the Hunter Biden situation?
Which one?
The one on unlawful disclosures by federal officials, is that related to
No, I think it's just more general than that. It's not Hunter Biden. I was surprised that President Biden would go and pardon his whole family, because that makes him look off my family. And I said, if I do that, it's going to make me look very guilty. I don't think I'd be sitting here, frankly. If I did that, I don't think I'd be sitting here right now, because I would have shown that you're guilty. But by pardoning his brother or brothers, by pardoning all of those people that he pardoned, by pardoning J6, the Unselect Committee, they destroyed all of the documents. They deleted all of the information. There's no information. And a lot of the information pertains to Nancy Pelosi because she was given 100, I mean, you know this, it's on tape with her daughter. Nancy Pelosi was responsible for not taking advantage of 10,000 soldiers.
I ain't seen no damn drones in California.
Or 1,000. You wouldn't have you could have used 400. It was a relatively small crowd. It wasn't the crowd that was at the mall. It was a small crowd. So I was a little bit surprised that he did it, because it makes him look guilty. I mean, he's going to have to live with it. Now, with that being said,
make him do look guilty.
It's unbelievable precedent it creates for a president. But the precedent is unbelievable. Now maybe every president that leaves office, they're going to pardon every person they ever met. Wow. So they don't have some lunatic like deranged Jack Smith, who's a total lunatic, by the way. Not a smart guy either, he's a dummy.
Oh.
But we beat the hell out of him.
He called him a dummy. Trump, I gotta say, he don't give a damn. He gonna say what he gotta say. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? He called you a dummy. What you gonna do, Jack Smith? Nothing.
And I helped my reputation.
Do you think you'd have to do the same thing at the end of this term?
Well, I guess now I have precedent to do it. I wouldn't want to do that. No, I think it makes you look very guilty. I think it makes Biden look very bad, very weak, and very guilty. And I mean, he pardoned everybody. How about this J6 committee? Why is he pardoning them? The reason is because if you delete and destroy documentation, everything, they have nothing, because they were guilty as hell. They rigged it. It was a rigged deal. And when you do that, they look very bad. But I was a little surprised he did it. Liz Cheney, I mean, she's a lunatic. And she lost by the greatest margin in the history of a politician running for Congress, like 40 points. The reason it was the greatest is because anybody losing that badly is going to drop out. but she's a nut job. She doesn't drop out. She just keeps chugging forward. And she lost by almost 40 points. That's the biggest number anybody's ever lost by. But why would Biden do that? He pardoned her and pardoned everybody. The reason is that they destroyed documents. And if you're even in a civil case, which this wouldn't be, I mean, people go to jail for a long time for doing that. What's this one?
That's unleashing American energy, sir. It relates to easing permitting processes and other regulatory systems to ensure that we can produce energy efficiently to drive the American economy forward.
President Trump, looking around the office, we noticed some changes from the way the Biden had it set up. Can you confirm that you have added back the Diet Coke play?
I think this, first of all, I just got here. So my people came in. They have extraordinary decorator sense, right? Let me just see some of the pictures. Oh, that's a good one. I could live with him. I could live with George Washington, I can tell you. I could live with Thomas Jefferson. I could live with most of them. They took a very safe route. They don't have any bad ones up there.
Withdrawing from
what is this one?
Withdrawing from the World Health Organization, sir.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So we paid $500 million to World Health when I was here, and I terminated it. China, with 1.4 billion people, we have 350 to pay. We have, nobody knows what we have because so many people came in illegally, but let's say we have 325. They had 1.4 billion. They were paying 39 million, we were paying 500 million. It seemed a little unfair to me. So that wasn't the reason, but I dropped out. They offered me to come back for 39 million. In theory, it should be less than that, but and when Biden came back, they came back for 500 million. He knew that you could have come back for 39 million. They wanted us back so badly, so we'll see what happens.
Mr. President,
Pretty sad though, think of it. China pays 39 million and we pay 500 million. And China's a bigger country.
Mr. President, you spoke about inflation today in your remarks. What actions are you taking today that will have a direct impact for Americans on their everyday costs to bring the costs down?
The biggest thing and factor for inflation is energy. They screwed up my energy policy. And then they went back to it. They hurt it really badly, and then they went back to it, and they started drilling more, but by that time it was too late. Many of these things that we're signing and that Doug Burgum is going to be signing, and Chris Wright, who's phenomenal, Energy, Department of Energy, we're going to be taking we're going to make a lot of money from energy. We have more than anybody else. We're going to make a lot of money from energy. We're going to make a lot of money from tariffs. European Union charges us, they have a VAT tax of 20%, but it's really much higher than that. And that's the equivalent, almost the equivalent of a tariff. And they're tough. They're very tough. They don't take our cars. They don't take our farm product. They don't take almost anything. And yet we take their cars, and we take their farm product. We take a lot from them. So, we have like a $300 billion deficit with the European Union. So we'll straighten that out with either tariffs or they have to buy our oil. The one thing they can do, our oil and gas, the one thing they can do to catch up quickly.
European Union country like is part of BRICS.
That are what?
BRICS.
Oh, BRICS. No, I was talking about BRICS. BRICS is 6 nations. I think it's 7 nations. And they were looking to do a number in the United States. And if they do that, they won't be happy about what's going to happen to them.
Are you still considering a universal tariff, Mr. President, on all countries?
I may, yeah, but we're not ready for that yet. We may wrap it, because essentially all countries take advantage of the U.S. We don't make any good deals.
So how would Trump run for 8 years? He did 4. You only get 2 terms, so you saying he gonna run for 8 years? Reaping demon? Come on, man.
Deals in the U.S. It's amazing in a way that we exist. We don't make good deals. We don't have any good deals. We have a deficit with almost, not all, there are a couple, I won't tell you their names, because I don't want them to find out about it because they'll feel stupid. But there are a couple of countries that actually don't make money with us. But I don't want to let you know because they'll immediately change that. But we're gonna do. I tell you what, we have. Our country has an amazing.
They don't even know what he's signing. He just signing a
amazing economic future. Do we believe that?
What kind of universal tariff if you did do one?
Because they're coming in and they're stealing our wealth, they're stealing our jobs, they're stealing our companies, they're hurting our companies. So you put a tariff on to keep them from doing that.
Well, if he run 8 years, I don't give a damn. It's gonna be 8 years of glory. That's all it's gonna be.
Mr. President, you surround yourself with a whole bunch of billionaires today. President Biden, has in his farewell address, warned about an oligarchy. I was wondering if you could respond to that.
Well, he had a lot of guys, and then they found out that he didn't know what the hell he was talking about, and I think they deserted him. They deserted him, those same guys. Look, I don't make pretenses, smart guys, but there are a lot of smart people around, but they did desert him. They were all with him, every one of them. Now they're all with me. I don't know. It's not going to get anything from me. I don't need money. But I do want the nation to do well, and they're smart people, and they have, they create a lot of jobs. And if they don't do it, China's going to do it. What they've done is they've taken industries and they've taken it away. They outsmarted China. And,
I know a term is 4 years. What the hell are you talking about? And I can stream what the hell I want to stream. You on my damn stream. Come on, man. Let me hit your ass with one of these.
Come on,
whoever
now,
said
dog.
that. Let me call you.
Come on, man.
Hold on. Who said that damn shit? Reaping Demon. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give you some attention. Reaping Demon. Do you know how many presidents I done been through? I've been through a lot. I know what a president is 4 years. He already did 4. This gonna be another 4. That's gonna make 8. Now, if they give him another 4 damn years, that's something gonna be surprising to you and me. Come on, man.
Come on now, dog.
we sort of like that. It's okay. They've done a great job. A lot of them. Not all of them.
I ain't here to debate with you. I ain't running for nothing. I'm not about to debate with you. You say what the hell you want to say, brother. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Women from radical gender ideologies.
Ooh.
Mr. President, going back to the World Health Organization, you were the president during COVID. Don't you see the importance of an organization like that to coordinate a global response?
Sure, I do, but not when you're being ripped off like we are by the World Health. World Health ripped us off. Everybody rips off the United States.
Yeah, they always ripping us
That's it.
off.
It's not going to happen anymore. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, Phil.
He signed them orders.
This is your Martin
Thank you,
Luther King Day
guys.
proclamation.
He signed those orders. And those orders mean a lot of people ass. No diddy. Protect the borders, man. Bring the country trillions and billions of dollars so we can start paying income tax. You know what I'm saying? I love it. People want me to debate with them. I ain't no great debater. Shit, I don't give a damn about this stuff. I have to get my ass up and go to work every day, every morning to make my damn money and rule my castle. So whatever this man doing, he doing it. And people in the comments saying certain things. Could you do better? Could you run the whole country? That's what I want to know. Could you run a whole damn country? don't give a damn. I really don't care about politics. All I care about is how I'm going to benefit from what's going on. Dang. How I'm going to benefit. That's what I care about. And to me, I don't like to see the country wide open borders and all these different things going on. It's endangering my family and endangering American citizens. Fentanyl rampant, running all through the damn country. I want everything to be safe. I want you to be safe. Whoever in this chat's talking, whatever it is, I want you to be safe too. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be safe, man. We all got to live in this world. You know, America affects the world. If it's not right, a lot of things can happen. Regardless if you hate Trump or love him, you know, it is what it is. He here, people got to deal with it. And whether he run 8 years, 4 years, I don't give a damn. He here. He here. You get mad all you want. Mad all you want. I'm happy as hell. I'm glad that the Border Patrol is standing out there. I'm glad they about to end all this madness. I am glad. If you not, oh well. You don't like what's going on. If you from this country and you don't like what's going on, they got plane tickets. Get your ass up out there. Get your passport. Go on somewhere. Go on somewhere. Go somewhere.
I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release, and I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country. Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities.
That was President Trump today's inaugural address. The President and the First Lady now arriving in the Capital One Arena. He attended the presidential parade. He's about to speak in moments. We want to get to Tom Homan first. Tom Homan, the National Border Czar, he joins us now. Can you talk to us, Tom, about how you say Democrats and the media are overreacting to Trump securing the border and deportations, because Europe is cracking down on illegal immigration? Yeah. Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Sweden, the UK. Can you talk to us more about the deportations coming tomorrow in sanctuary cities?
Uh-oh.
Look, the president's been clear that right out of the gate we're going to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats. So I can't believe that any elected politician, I don't care what party you're from, why would you not want public safety threats out of your communities? I mean, that's your number one responsibility as an elected official. It's the protection of communities.
So the deportations are coming tomorrow?
Yeah, ICE is going to start doing their job tomorrow. They haven't been able to do the job for the last.
They start doing their job tomorrow, damn it. Get their ass out of here.
4 years, and now they're going to start enforcing the law like there should be.
In which sanctuary cities?
It's not specific sanctuary cities. They're going to do it throughout the country. I mean, we have offices throughout the country, and every ICE officer is going to be out there enforcing the law starting tomorrow morning.
So those are 24 ICE offices, right?
Yes.
Across the U.S. Have you ever seen any nation's border so abused as it was under Biden?
Absolutely not. I mean, a nation without borders isn't a nation. And this has become the biggest national security vulnerability this nation's ever seen. Everybody ought to be on the same side of the issue. A secure border saves lives, saves American lives, and saves migrant lives.
Can you talk to us more about that? Because people feel like, especially people overseas in places like South America, keep the border open. It's okay to abuse the border. People need a shot at getting into America illegally.
Close it.
We've seen numbers that tens of thousands of women, children, men die illegally crossing, or they're either sex trafficked or human trafficked into dangerous labor conditions.
Yeah, look, the death of aliens crossing the border is at a historic high, over 4,000 under this administration. We got over 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl coming across that open border. We got a 600% increase in sex trafficking of women and children. We got a record number of people on the terrorist watch list, a 3,500% increase on terrorist watch list, people coming across the border. Secure borders saves lives. When President Trump had illegal immigration on 90%, when 90% less people are coming, how many women weren't being sexually assaulted? How many women and children weren't trafficked? How many Americans didn't die because the border security? They didn't die of fentanyl. Secure borders save lives.
Do you feel like the American media is covering what you just said?
Absolutely not. This network does, Fox does, but most of the media does not. They've been covering the border crisis. Look, not once have they spoken up about this out of control border, but they'll talk about the fentanyl deaths, but they won't talk about what causing that fentanyl deaths is out of control border. No, this has been a hidden story for 4 years. Thanks God for Fox News. They're the only network out there telling the truth.
Do you know what executive orders President Trump is about to sign?
Yes.
You're not going to tell us?
Well, look, he made it clear today on a few of them. He's going to remain in Mexico program back in. He's going to end catch and release. He's going to put a stop to the CBP-1 app that's been abused by people claiming asylum, fraudulent claims of asylum. And he's going to declare terrorist organization, drug cartels terrorist organization, which he should, because the drug cartels of Mexico have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined. So these are a few things he's going to sign, and hats off to him. It's going to be a game changer in this administration. We're going to secure the border at the highest level ever. We're going to do it better than we did the last time, if you can believe it.
You know, it's complete. The border has been a complete disaster under Biden. The border officials say that 650,000 estimated criminal felons, murderers, rapists, kidnappers, robbers crossing the border over the last 40 years. You think you can get them all out via deportations?
We're going to give it every bit of might we got. And let's not forget, we got over 2 million known gotaways. We don't know where they come from, who they are, or why they came here. I guarantee a lot of them are bad people because they wanted to get away. They didn't want to be vetted. They didn't want to be fingerprinted. So these are going to be a lot of bad guys. So we got plenty of criminals to look for that are loose in the streets.
If you want to come over here illegally, that means you don't want to be vetted or fingerprinted. So you can be up to any damn thing. If you want to come over here illegally, your ass will be vetted and fingerprinted and get your damn ankle monitor and get your damn court date. But you coming over here just coming, you up to no good. I'm with you, Tom Homan. Shout out to Tom Homan. The new border czar. Get their asses up out of here, man. Start them ISIS raids, those ICE raids. Get these people up out of here, man. Too much going on.
United States, because this administration chose to unsecure the most secure border we ever had under President Trump.
And made Americans feel less safe. The polls show that. Tom Homan, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you again.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. Get their ass up out of here. We ain't playing them games no more, man. If you in a proud American citizen, you should feel strong right now. Like it's only been a day. We working on the second day, and all these things is changing around here, man. I can't wait till we see Mayor Brandon Johnson from Chicago get arrested for trying to harbor illegal aliens in Chicago. He just want to fight Trump. I can't wait till they put handcuffs on Gavin Newsom, all these Democratic mayors and governors and all this stuff, man. Get the hell out the way. Get the hell out the way. It's time to make this country great again, man. It's always been great. I don't understand the again part, but it's always been great. Get your ass out the way. Move. Don't put your freedom at jeopardy for some people that ain't supposed to be here like that, man. That's what I don't understand. It's just crazy. Crazy. If you don't like America and how America is finna be at this point, you need to just get your passport out and go and move to a different country. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. But I got a lot more to look at, man. I'm about to take me a break, man. I appreciate everybody that tapped in this live, man. We're going to continue this when the sun come up. I need to get ready. Got a few things to do this morning. And I appreciate y'all, man. Matter of fact, I love y'all, man. I'm a person, man. I don't hate nobody. People can say what they want to say in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their opinions and different things like that, but we all human beings. We all souls, man. And I love everybody, regardless of wherever you come from. It don't matter to me. I don't judge people. I might say something back, but I'm not judging you. You know, everybody got their feelings, you know, and I pray to the Lord, man, that y'all are protected. You know what I'm saying? Make your life prosperous. If you're sick, man, may the Lord heal you. You know, if you're going through a lot of different things, man, may the Lord see you through it. You know what I'm saying? And God bless y'all, man. I don't really be mad at nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't be mad at nobody. I understand everybody got their opinions. So on this channel, man, you can say your opinion. Just don't come on here trolling and saying a bunch of I ain't even gonna say it. Don't come on. I am gonna say it. Don't come over here sex playing me. You know what I'm saying? I don't play them games. I'm a American man. I'm a 100% man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people in the comments be saying weird stuff like, don't bring that weird stuff over here. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden did not win the presidency. It's two genders in my book, and it is what it is, and I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? I cover y'all, everybody in this chat, everybody on this live, in the blood of Jesus. If you're not a Christian, you're a Christian right now. And covering you in the blood of Jesus is for your protection. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, like I said, for tapping in. Man, God bless you, man. God bless me. God bless America, man. Y'all protect yourself. Keep your head on the swivel, man. It's a new day. America is finna be cracking. And if America is cracking, that means the world gonna be cracking, because a lot of people, a lot of country, man, they depend on America, man. They depend on America. America got to be great for everybody else to thrive. We spend a lot of money to protect people, protect their borders, you know, and things like that. So why not be thankful? Why not be thankful? We had Sleepy Joe and Kamala Harris, Sleepy Joe and Scamala Harris in office for 4 years, that made all kind of crazy stuff. They was looking stupid sitting up there when Donald Trump was doing his inauguration speech. They was going through a humiliation ritual. That's what I'd say they was going through, because all these people is Masons and all this crazy. We can go deep with that, but other than that, man, I'm happy. Things is about to change. We gonna see, you know, we gonna see if Trump live up to what he's saying, and let's make it happen, man. But I'm gonna tap back in with y'all, man, in a few hours. And like I said, man, God bless y'all. I love y'all, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. Do your boy a favor, man. We gonna hang out. We gonna hang out. It's a new day. All right. So man, kiss your kids, man. Love on your kids. Love on your family members, and pray to God, man. Just pray. You understand me? I'm out, man. I'll check y'all out later, man. All right. Hit that subscribe button for me. And I'm out, man. Mr. Zach Reacts, man. We'll come back and hit this tomorrow. Have a whole new lineup and see what those migrants is doing. We're going to do a migrant show. We're going to see if they trying to, if they hiding or if there's some raids going on. We gonna see. We gonna see. If you're illegal, you ain't supposed to be here. So don't get mad. I mean, I wish y'all the best. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't hate nobody. I wish y'all the best. If y'all get caught, man, look, go make your country great. Or come back here legally, not illegal. All right? But I'm up out of here, man. Mr. Zach Reacts. Till next. I'm up out of here, man. Mr. Zach Reacts. Till next time, y'all.